Viva super motherfuckers! This is my house!
Welcome, viewers from around the globe, to Levels Fight League, the home of Dutch MMA. We're coming at you live from LFL Studios in the gorgeous city of Amsterdam with some of the world's finest fighters throwing it down for your amusement. With LFL 19, we have a real barn burner. Tonight, our card is driven by a lightweight title fight and a heavyweight contender bout. It's going to be incredible. I'm Callum, your host for this evening, and with me I have two legends of the game. To my left, Stefan Struve, MMA and UFC heavyweight icon, and to my right, martial arts analyst extraordinaire, Robin Black. Robin, let's start with our lightweight title bout. Sardari going again, Sardari up in the cage for the lightweight title. What do you expect to see in this one?
So, it is a lightweight title, but it is a lightweight title fight for only one of these two fighters. Agy is fighting for the title. His opponent, Carlao Silva, missed weight by 3+ kilograms. If you're in the West, that's over 7 pounds. Listen, they're both very, very much deserving to fight for this title, both very skilled guys. Agy in particular, when he hits that flow state, he's really able to express the whole game together, and Carlao Silva dangerous everywhere it goes. But when you think about the sort of extra variable of one man fighting for the title and the other man not, that throws a whole wrench into the whole thing. This is a stressful environment, this cage back here. Now you've flown across the Atlantic Ocean and cut weight, done everything you had to do, and you're not fighting for the title. If you're Carlos, are you still able to go out there and try to put it all behind you and push for the best performance of your life? And Agy, he has to approach this like nothing has changed. This is about him. It's always been about him, and he's got to go out and fight like it is.
It's a fascinating element to an already tricky puzzle, Robin, with Silva and Sardari like throwing down. It's very tough to see how that psychological battle is going to happen. But that's not all we have in store, Stefan. We have a heavyweight contender bout. One of these men likely to go on to fight for the LFL heavyweight title. Yep. Vieira versus Austin. Steve Austin, of course, Stuart Austin even, apologies, has a very big talent pool, worked with a lot of top fighters, his team, Mario Pinto, Shah Kamali, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, we've seen him around a lot of times here, but not fighting himself. He's had some issues finding opponents the last couple of years, and it makes sense. He's got a submission win over Tom Aspinall, beautiful heel hook. He's a fantastic grappler, and he stayed in shape training with those guys. Shah Kamali, Mario Pinto, Louis Sutherland trained with the team as well. We saw him win the LFL title in the last event. So very interesting to see him back fighting himself. He's got a very good opponent. 17 wins, 15 finishes, lots of knockouts. Not afraid to stand and trade. He's got a BJJ black belt as well. So very interesting co-main event.
Yeah, it's going to be a fascinating combination between those two, and to see whether Austin can get it done, or whether they can go to the title itself. So that's not all we have at LFL 19. There are a range of other fighters, in fact 6 other fights with some incredible names coming through. One of those fighters, Gymchi here, one of the up-and-comers from LFL New Talent. And if you don't know what a new talent is at home, this is kind of the pathway to LFL Pro Show. This is where we have lots of amateur fighters from the Dutch leagues, from Benelux and that region, allow a pathway to move into the pro card, and we see lots of them on the card, Stefan.
Yeah, and I'm happy to see him back. He scored a beautiful submission with a ninja choke months ago here in the LFL Studios. He's got a very good opponent from France, and there's more fighters who are showcasing their skill set, who have fought for new talent. We've seen some highlights, and it even showcases more how important new talent is for us. If you show that you are already over there, you get a great knockout, you get a great submission, you show a full game. This is the pros. This is the stage where you'll be able to showcase your skill set for the future.
Yeah, and what does this kind of this moving thing mean for MMA, for general people?
So people that are from Europe, fight people in Europe, know LFL. You look at this action, we've developed some of these fighters literally in-house. There were 15 amateur fights today before this card. This is the #1 promotion in all of Europe now, and it's been built internally with a lot of stability, and you'll see it here tonight.
Here's some more highlights. And this is the reason why this man is on the main card tonight of with the pros instead of fighting for new talent. Beautiful knockout win. Great follow-up here. Heavy hands. And I'm always very, when I'm scouting, when I'm at new talent, I'm watching these guys. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be fun for the future. We'll be commenting his fights in the future for sure. We're seeing great knockouts. We're seeing a beautiful submission win here by Darshok. One of the guys on the card today, Wouter from Busel. This was also an amateur fight, but beautiful job done here with that choke. Goes the full mount to finish it. Beautiful technical skill set.
Yeah, and it just shows the levels that these fighters can get to these days.
Look
You're
at
just
that
able,
shot.
exactly. You know, you're coming up, and like the level of MMA moving up is just getting deeper and deeper, and the quality of the fighters. There's no real swanging and banging anymore. These are incredibly technical fighters, showcasing just the precision of what they do.
This was one of the best fights we had that night. It was an incredible fight, and this young man, Gary Arashkin, he had a late opponent change. So we thank his opponent for stepping up, but I'm curious to see that conversation because his opponent is from Dagestan, and the only thing he said was, yes, I don't care. I'm ready to go. So I'm not very familiar with Dagestan. I believe they have some good grapplers there, but if you say yes, immediately it says a lot about you.
And this is another one of our exciting prospects here at LFL, Can Hurchin. Incredible young fighter, not even 20 years old yet, I believe, 4-1 record, and this was one of the knockouts of the night. Incredible ride coming through.
Yeah, and we see the series of highlights here. Young, highly developed skills, all brought up, so many of them Dutch and from Amsterdam with that base of kickboxing, striking. We just got another night of crazy, crazy fights, boys.
It's LFL 19. We've had 18 other events with high-quality fights, and we're going to have another one with LFL 19. But before we get there, a little bit of housekeeping. Let's discuss some of the rules. So for all non-championship fights, there'll be 3 rounds of 5 minutes, but for the lightweight title fight topping this card, that'll be 5 rounds of 5 minutes. General rules: no striking to the head of a grounded opponent or to the spine or back of the head, or holding of the gloves or fence. If a fight goes to decision, the judges will make a call based on 3 main criteria: effective striking, kicking or grappling, aggressiveness, and control of the area. So now we have all that out of the way. Sit back, enjoy some glorious violence with LFL 19. Stefan, Robin, let's do it.
Let's go.
What drives a fighter? Is it glory, legacy, or something deeper? Tonight, we return to Amsterdam, to LFL Studios, the explosive home of European MMA, where titles are claimed, earned, or taken. 3 champions already rose this summer. Knockouts, blood, moments etched in memory. And tonight, LFL 19 levels up again. The most dangerous athletes collide in the LFL cage, and the most violent artists come to paint in blood. And now the spotlight shifts to the lightweight throne, vacant, waiting, and begging to be seized. In the main event, Agy Sardari, European elite, former Cage Warriors champ, back on home soil, chasing LFL gold. Across from him, Carlao Silva, a Brazilian juggernaut with thunder in both hands. The CoMain, Stuart He-Man Austin makes his LFL debut, facing Sandro Vieira. 30 fights, no fear, all fire. 11 nations, 1 cage, 1 night. This is LFL 19. And remember, if it ain't Dutch, it ain't much. Enjoy the hostilities, my friends.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you in attendance here tonight, and those tuning in from home, we are coming at you live inside the Octagon from the beautiful canal-based city of Amsterdam for Levels Fight League 19. Tonight, this cage becomes a crucible for courage and will, a proven ground where only the fittest shall rise victorious. And to the warriors, Tonight, you fight for glory and honor to prove that your names shall echo through the halls of LFL history. You yourself are MMA, forged in fire, built from blood and sweat, and only those brave enough to grind through the gauntlet shall be crowned as LFL champions. Because make no mistake, my friends, there are levels to this shit. So stand tall, strike hard, and let the world forget thee not, because this is Levels Fight League! Hey, Amsterdam, I got an itty-bitty little question for you. Are you ready to level up? I'm sorry. Maybe it's this earpiece, but I can't hear you. Are you ready to level up? Maybe you can just hit me with that one more time. Are you ready? That one. Well, folks, let's get groovy because it's fight time! Oh, come on. There we go. Now, let's kick things off with the first fight of the evening, which will be a middleweight bout for 3 3-minute rounds. I'd like to start by calling the man fighting out of the blue corner into the octagon, Gymchi.
What a start to LFL 19 from Tobias there. Gets the blood pumping and the arms tingling. And we're going to have an even better start to that with Gymchi, a real talent emerging through this LFL pathway. You can hear the local crowd going wild for him. Started kickboxing at 15 and then fell in love with BJJ. Currently a BJJ purple belt and has over 100 competitions in his name. Robin, I know we've seen Gymchi fight before. What are you looking forward to here?
So, the thing for a kid like this, you know, you go out and you have hundreds of competitions in non-striking, grappling arts. Then you go into amateur mixed martial arts, but he gets to do it in this very same cage, in this very same building, with the very same referees. It just transitions you into this pro level and these bigger shows so naturally. And you couldn't ask for a better route for a young martial artist or a young performer or a young athlete of any kind than this.
Well, Gymchi is not even 21 years old, and this will be his 11th MMA fight, Stefan. That's that's a resume worthy of yours almost.
Yeah, 100%, and he's looked incredible. He's fought on LFL a couple months ago, showed that beautiful ninja choke to finish the fight, had a couple great takedowns in that fight as well. Just so you guys know, we're in the Netherlands. With this walkout music, guys, I want a little bit of more energy.
Is this Netherlands dance music we're listening
to? Very typical, yeah. Well, not this part, but the part before that. Yeah. But
I could just somehow see Overeem dancing to this. Stefan, for young men and women that specialize in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it isn't always so natural to get comfortable when you're striking in the open field. You'll see them kind of rush into grappling scenarios where they're infinitely more comfortable. But once you get 10, 11, 12 amateur MMA fights and low-level pro amateur MMA fights, it makes that a little bit more easy to accomplish.
Yeah, 100%. It's the perfect opportunity to develop your skill set, to get comfortable everywhere, and he's done so. And in my opinion, he's ready for the pros. One of his last amateur fights now.
And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Morero.
Morero, a French fighter, a little bit of a phenomenon. He only started MMA, according to him, 2 years ago. So his first fight was in April 2024. This is his 12th fight since then. This man has been incredibly busy. So he's won a French MMA championships in June. So, yeah, basically just over a month ago, 6 months ago, You know, and Robin, how, you know, obviously there's a benefit to fighting all the time and being active, but is there a danger of almost going too much at this age?
When you're this young, if your body's handling it and you're still able to sleep and still able to focus and everything, it's really good for you. You know, to get that comfortable in the chaos, to normalize this completely irrational thing that is fighting in a cage in front of all these people. The issue becomes the plus side of it when you're, quote, new to fighting, but you do it a lot, is your flow gets good, your natural ability to express yourself. You don't edit yourself. You go out and you fucking fight. You know, you let it go. The downside is in only 2 years, there are going to be areas of fighting that you don't understand, and that's what Franz will be looking for. He'll be looking for the positions between the positions that are unfamiliar to you.
And Stefan, as well, you could hear when Gymchi came in, strong support in this, and Morero's coming into a little bit of a lion's den of energy. How do you think he should approach that?
Just try to do what he's done so far in the 2 years he's been fighting. He's 11-0, and what he's done to his opponents, you can easily go 11-0. You can easily fight multiple times a year that way, because you're not getting a lot of damage on your body, not a lot of mouths. Just getting a lot of experience winning fights, and when you're this talented, that's a great thing.
Here we go, only a 2-year age gap between the two. Slight height advantage to Gymchi, but a reach advantage to Morero.
He is 20 years old. He's 185 centimeters tall. He has a record of 8 wins, 2 losses. Hailing from the Netherlands, representing Bata Gym, Franz Baby Dino Gymchi. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he's 22 years old. He's 188 centimeters tall. He has a perfect record with 11 wins, 0 losses. Hailing from France, representing Gritty Vic, Johan Morero. And the referee for this bout will be Mr. Tariq Khan.
Fight hard and fight clean. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves now. Step back to your corners. Judge, you ready? Judges, fighters, ready. Round 1, fight.
Here we go, the opening bout of LFL 19. Gymchi in the blue shorts, Morero in the white. As an amateur fight, this will be 3 rounds of 3 minutes.
Morero does look like somebody who just flows and goes, you know, punches to the body right away, not afraid to engage. He's going to be a tough opponent.
Some people are just made for this, you know. Right. It doesn't matter that they have trained only 2 years. They have the skill set. They're born with that, and you only get better with training and fighting. But even without training, they were fighters.
Yeah, and some people's instincts just make sense. When you grab a person in a darce and try to move into something else. But
wonderful takedown from Gymchi there.
Instincts won't prevent you from getting taken down in that position. They will help you make space like he's doing now with his shin. That's instinctive.
Still on his back, though.
Yeah, and he's attacking a heel. But he may just use this to get free and stand up. Yes.
Beautiful.
Wow. He's got a man on his back now. This guy's got that natural ability to flow through positions. But if you're Franz, you're just going to try to stabilize something and show him things he hasn't learned, and instincts won't work for. A really cool dynamic in this first fight.
Beautiful lung punches by Morero so far.
Looking very slick with the hands, very free and easy, but he ate a shot there from Gymchi.
Oh. The uppercut's really smart, too, when you've got somebody going to be thinking about your hips. The low front left hand there, too, is by design, I think, for Moreno. The low left hand will invite punches and defend takedowns.
The way Robert went. Oh, head kick. Gymchi
unbelievable.
Can't believe he's still standing there. The way he's holding his hand, as you just said, Robin, the way Robert Whittaker loves to throw his jab from from an angle that a lot of people are not used to blocking it.
Yeah, the most novice thing you'll ever hear from somebody is always...
Oh, again, that was a bad wobble and some big shots there.
Gymchi is in trouble.
Yes, he is.
He was on wobbly legs a couple times now.
He's got a special rare one in front of him right now. There's a head kick again and uppercuts. Eyes to get onto the hips. There it is again. Now he might be able to... Nope, can't turn the corner.
And Gymchi. What Morero does here. If he's smart, he steps back and lets him up right away.
20 seconds is a long time if you're going to kick somebody in the head. So he does let him up. 12 more.
The way he throws that left leg up, you do not see it coming.
The reason that his man has eaten 2 of them...
Oh, huge uppercut there.
And that's bloodied the lip and nose a little bit of Gymchi.
So the very reason he lands the head kick is the very reason that they're not quite knockout kicks, which is they're so relaxed and so loose, and they float up on this negligent tangent. Bink. I like this kid. Win or lose, I really like this kid, Juan Moreno.
And in the combination, sets it up with his hands.
And this might be the second head kick. There it is.
And a lot of people throw it round.
Yeah.
Around the guard, but he throws it from underneath.
Diagonal.
You do not see it coming. It's dangerous because when you kick the elbow, it hurts. It hurts a lot, but if you go past that and you're able to connect to the body, or in this case the head, your opponent will not see it coming.
Yeah, it's more diagonal than it is round. It's a straight line from floor to target without any type of curvature.
And body language-wise, Gymchi is looking a little bit tentative. He checked his bloodied lip.
He wants the takedown, but he doesn't want to... If he's so aggressive for it immediately, he may get it, but if he doesn't, it's going to be a problem. He's better to try to establish his jab or front kick or something first. Throws a jab. There's that uppercut again, and it's...
One punches again by Morero.
Morero, yeah, now he might turn Morero here. No, Morero frees his own leg.
Good balance there by Morero.
This is a nice place to be, though, if you're Gymchi, is slow it down chest to chest on the cage. When you've got somebody, a freewheeling, athletic, flowing guy, maybe just take away some mobility a little bit.
Look at how easily he turns around there. Job done there by Gymchi.
Morero is very special for a guy so young in fighting. Again, now he'll get to the back, yes.
Good job there by Gymchi.
And mount.
Here you see the inexperience moving to his back like this. Full mount now for Frank Gymchi.
2 minutes to work from this position from Gymchi, and this is exactly where he's going to want to be. Put that purple belt to use, and we'll see whether Morero's inexperience will play a part here.
A lot of opportunity for submissions over here when you defend the way Morero's doing right now. Here you see the inexperience.
Yeah,
not a good way to escape.
He's going to give up his back ultimately here.
Morero sat up against the cage now. Gymchi's got a minute and a half to work.
And now he's stuck
locked
here.
an arm, yeah.
But it's also difficult for Gymchi to do something with this position here.
So he's going to try to crowd himself into a choke here. There'll be knees on the way up. And he will get up, but his head will be exposed to knees right now. Nope.
Good defense. A nice level change. Good timing by Gymchi. Here we go. Oh, Gymchi airlines.
And Gymchi has Morero in a crucifix position now. A minute to work.
Morero was able to burn 2 minutes on the last time. He may be able to burn 1 minute here. There's a Darce now. Nope. He's going to set up. Nope. Go to the back again.
And it's a full mount from Gymchi.
40 seconds. You do want to just pound here.
Heavy hands there by Franz Gymchi.
And Morero's flailing. The referee's looking. And could be looking into locking a rear naked choke here.
He flattens him out. Now he can pound still. 30 seconds now.
The ref is looking closely. If Morero doesn't defend,
it's going to be it.
There's wow! The crowd erupt as Gymchi finishes Morero. Unbelievable. Such heart from Gymchi coming back after being beaten heavily in the first round. He scores a takedown, does his work, and puts Morero out with strikes.
What a beautiful win. What a comeback. I did not expect him to do that after that first round. He got rocked bad a couple times, but...
If you're his coaches at the Bataille gym, you love this fight a lot because he took abuse and there were... You know, you don't know if you can come back from a really rough round where your mind will be at. And the way he came back was hyper aggressive, got his positions over and over again. And when he couldn't set up a submission, he pounded his man into oblivion.
And how impressive was Morero in that first round, Stefan?
He looked very smooth, very natural, as Robin said as well. But when the fight went to the ground, you could see the inexperience. You didn't see any hip escapes when he was mounted by Gymchi.
No, he would literally look like he was flailing and just trying to get out with...
Trying to get a hold of Gymchi instead of escaping. And he needs to work on that aspect of his game, but saw a lot of promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by way of TKO. Franz Baby Dino!
Franz Gymchi. What do you got? He's got to get paid. He's got to wear his shirt. Are you trying to put a shirt on that gets you paid? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I want to give something away, you know.
Yeah.
I grabbed the wrong bag.
That's all right. We'll get it worked out. Listen, man, that first round, that's a hard round. It's a hard round, and it's a hard round for your mind to come back from. How did you feel stepping up here? Honestly, what did it feel like going into round two?
To be honest, at the first round, like in the beginning of the fight, I watched this guy's video, I think, bro, in the striking, I'm gonna fucking catch this guy, you know. But then he hit me, and, you know, he hit harder than I thought, you know. So...
But when you get up off that stool, you have to get your mind in the state where I'm going to take his ass down and win this fight. But that is not easy.
You know what I think when I, you know, stand up? I was like, woo! I want like one more round, let's go, you know.
And that's what you want. And I bet your coaches and your team are delighted you got to go through that experience and still win. Take a moment, do your thing here.
Wait. You know, these LFL tickets were kind of expensive, so I want to give something back. I'm going to throw a t-shirt. If you want to catch this t-shirt, it's from my own brand, Sans Limite. Stand there, I'm going to throw it. If you catch it, you can have it.
You earned it. Take your moment. Say thank you to whoever you want.
First of all, I want to thank my coach. You know, he's my coach in everything. My grappling, like he's my coach, grappling, striking, jiu-jitsu, everything. I have only one other coach, that's Stan, and he's doing my strength and conditioning, so also mindset, so you know.
Well, congratulations, sir. Your winner, Franz Gymchi.
Fantastic performance there, Stefan, and a really promising fighter. Gymchi showing, you know, the hardest thing, which in many senses is going through adversity and making adaptations in the fight itself.
And nowadays, it's you'll find a little more footage on your opponents, especially when you're in amateurs. It's now then hard to find footage. Fighting a guy like that from France with only 2 years of experience, you do not know what to expect. You see a little bit of his striking, and a little bit of this and that, but fighters improve so much after every single fight in the amateurs when you're this talented. So a great win for him.
For 3 5-minute rounds. Let's start by introducing the man fighting out of the blue corner, Kamil Krzyniak.
Kamil Krzyniak, a Polish bantamweight, began combat sports journey 14 in a reasonably typical fashion, began in self-defense, switched to MMA at 22, but has a big kickboxing background. He's a silver medalist at the Waco World Cup K1, silver medalist at Polish Cup for amateur MMA, and this is his second MMA fight, but interestingly coming off of a loss of his first one, and that's an interesting psychological balance of, you know, your second pro fight, wanting to make that change, to switch around, maybe not the ideal way you began.
It's a lot easier for somebody who has competed in many other types of fighting or in many other types of sport, really, because losing is a part of learning. It's a part of a process. When you are new to competition, it can be overwhelming. But when you have lived a life of as a competitor, you understand that losses are part of the process. So I think he'll walk in with that knowledge. But still, it's a lot. I mean, part of the reason winning is so wonderful is because losing just sucks so bad.
He's looking very confident in the cage. Coming in old.
It's in shape, man.
And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner,
Risy is one of those scary fighters who began wrestling when they were 11 years old. And there's something about the way of the wrestling practice and the way they train and the way they're brought through that system that, you know, you can only need to look at the stars of MMA to see how many people with a wrestling background have thrived.
It is changing a little bit. Dan, the owner over at American Top Team in Florida, I was working a show with him, and he had turned to me the other day and he said, it changes so quickly, people don't understand. He said, I would have never believed somebody tell me that karate footwork is more important than wrestling. He said, but today it's at least as important, if not more. And that's Dan Lambert's words, not mine, in a room full of the greatest athletes in the world. But to your point, the aspect of growing up wrestling is just, wrestling is psychologically about dominating other men. Physically and psychologically, that's what it's about. And you get broken down repeatedly, the demands on your body and your mind, that strength, never mind wrestling as the martial base, but the psychological impact of a life of wrestling makes for hard people.
And hard people do tend to thrive in a hard sport like MMA. Yeah, and if you want any validation of Risy's wrestling, just take a look at those cauliflower ears. My God. So we can have a look at the tail of the tape. Only a year separating the men, but Camille has a 2 centimeter reach advantage and a 4 centimeter height advantage.
And introducing first the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is 26 years old. He is 174 centimeters tall. Hailing from Poland, representing Ruthless Fight Company, Carlao Silva of And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is 25 years old. He's 170 centimeters tall. Hailing from Afghanistan, representing Sport Vision, Arman Afghans. And the referee for this bout will be Mr. Daniel Sharifi.
You see a difference in height and reach here, and the question is who makes these attributes into advantages. We often think longer reach is an advantage, but it's not an advantage if you're going against somebody who's better at using his short reach and his feet, right? It's your skills turn your attributes into advantages.
Especially if you're a wrestler like Risy, maybe that lower center of gravity, that stockier physique. You go.
Krzyniak's striking background, he could make the most of it, but
Yep.
as you said, Risy wants to come in close anyway to start wrestling. He's got a lot of power there, you see right now with that overhand.
And the great weapon for the shorter man is the overhand right, the overhand strong hand.
Which is exactly what Risy used very quickly in this fight, so you know he's going to be looking for that as it progresses.
And you watch the contralateral foot, the contralateral part of the body, the left foot, how deep does the left foot step in when he throws the right hand? But it's irrelevant when a man is on your back.
Interesting, Krzyniak had the back.
Here he is again.
He's up though. Oh, connects with a nice right hand there.
Yeah, watch the deep penetration of the left foot to land the right hand, and then he's all the way in trying to use a high crotch entry to take his man to the ground, which is really smart.
And this is high-octane action from these bantamweights.
He didn't get the takedown, but that's textbook. Enter, right hand, grab your man, and take him down. Textbook shorter man approach.
Beautiful left from Risy there. And another overhand right coming in.
And now, if you are Kamil, you know that that's the weapon to invite and exploit. You don't have to invite it. He's going to keep giving it to you.
Interesting opening to this fight, guys.
Very fast. That was
a lot of things happen already.
And that was the only first. Just now we're having the first breather between these two men. They spent a minute and a half throwing everything at each other.
It's a good, powerful leg kick there by the men from Poland.
If you're Kamil, you're actually happy to be on your feet with the first 2 minutes kind of burned off the top of the soup here.
And he's doing good so far. He's holding his own.
He's got a jumping
No, there's
guillotine.
no guillotine yet. He blocked it with his shoulder.
You don't see a lot of wrestlers doing that.
No, but I like it. I respect it.
But could have ended up in not an optimum position to give up top position like
See if he can
that.
get an old school sweep. He cannot.
Nice get up though.
Yeah. Yeah, pulling guard sometimes, you know, you just go down and test it. If you're really good at controlling the arms, you don't get past, why not test it?
Another good, powerful leg kick there by Krzyniak.
And he goes a little throwaway trip. A little sidewalk throwaway.
Oh, he's got a choke here. The man from Poland. Does he have it locked in enough, though? Doesn't seem like it's tight enough.
Oh. You could use it to get up, and that's what he's trying to do.
Risy takes the back. He's quick with the transition.
So remember,
Going for an armbar. Look at that.
Glorious transition
that
there.
tells me, between that and jumping guard, it tells me he's much more than a wrestler. It's in there.
It's good defense by the man from Poland to hold him on his neck.
Yeah, and control the hand.
Lovely.
Now, remember, Risy put himself here earlier, so he's not afraid of the guard. Not afraid to be in the guard.
But a minute and a half at center of the cage looking like that. Attempted a little hip sweep there, or at least testing the waters from Risy, but some big shots coming down from Kamil.
This is the danger when you're fighting a striker who can generate a lot of power in situations like that.
There's a lot of breathing now from Kamil Krzyniak.
Oh,
so
very nice attempt at a takedown trip there.
When he threw a few punches, Kamil breathed pretty hard there.
Anaconda choke.
10 but.
There's that throwaway.
Lovely.
Beautiful way to sit out of that.
Controls the
Attempted a
head.
choke here.
Not there, but it's a good control position.
Neither guy has the hands or the arms in position to set up a choke here.
Kind of a beautifully wonky fight. Like they've moved into some pretty cool, you know, transitional positions here. And there's another one.
They're not afraid to give up position.
No.
Go for a finish.
Yeah, and
it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is fun to watch, and some coaches would advise against it, but when it's authentic to your style of fighting, and for Risy here, he'll get right back on you. And him getting on you fatigues you. So him trying and failing and trying again actually is to his benefit. Life is like that, you know?
He's got to be careful with the elbows from Krzyniak here in this position. Oh, nice knee. He's got that frame with his underarm with the left.
The right forearm of Risy is actually not protecting him. There he ate another one because of it.
And referee warning Risy of grabbing the cage there.
Oh, nice body shed there by Krzyniak.
Diagonal down. Ooh. He lined up.
Both guys are throwing
a lot of fun.
fire.
It's a lot of fun.
An incredibly funky round of MMA there, with both men testing, trying, putting into slightly more unorthodox positions, and what a treat for the viewers and us.
Guess what? Funky works, though.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Dricus du Plessis and also right near the Ritter. it doesn't always have to be technically perfect when you go for it, you put a lot of energy in it, you try to make it work. It doesn't always have to be beautiful.
In
it
fact,
works.
Today, so many people are so similar that your training partners are all doing very predictable things. So it actually is to your benefit to add a little funk, you know, stink it up a little bit.
Get some of that deep stank on the cage. Both these men did that. We saw in that little highlights reel a real array of just fascinating moves, like little trips, attempts at chokes from strange angles. Both men really leaving it all out there, and what a fight.
One thing I've really noticed, one of the reasons I just love coming here with you guys and love these shows, there's a million reasons, but there's just a real modernity to LFL, you know? These aren't just your typical fighters from your typical gym. They're on the front end of thinking, risk-taking, and innovation in real time.
A little right-for-right trade there with Kamil coming off a bit better. And this is the second of 3 rounds of 5 minutes.
Risy's kicks are thrown in ways that look a little, you know, wonky, for lack of another word as well, but they work.
A resounding slap of a kick there from Kamil, and another.
If some of the advice from Kamil's team was keep the distance wide, move your feet, and use your long weapons, a minute in, that was great advice.
Just watch, he's going to go high in a little bit.
You know, use the rear from southpaw, use the left kick, and try to keep a long enough distance. He can't get this deep in. However, Armin Risy is like, yes, I can.
Just run straight through that
Straight
attempt.
up said, yeah, I can, and I'm gonna. And here he is.
He's got some time just to try and take some of the zip out of Kamil.
Yeah, body lock.
And a lovely takedown from the body lock position.
Job to end up on top there by Risy.
And he's got over 3.5 minutes to work from the center of the cage here from Risy.
Trying to trap the right wrist underneath. See where he's reaching? He's trying to reach for the right wrist. I think he's got it. The ref has to keep an eye on this. It's an easy place to cheat with the glove. But, you know, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Can we see that arm? It looks like... Is it trapped? Is that his arm?
Got it, yeah.
It is, yeah.
It is, it is.
It's sometimes hard.
Yeah.
When you're watching this kind of yoga.
So yes, exactly. But you notice the reason it's in question is his head. He's got to protect the right side of his own head, because yes, he has his man's arm trapped, but Kamil has a left hand free, and Armin cannot use his right hand because it's assigned to the trap. Right? So Kamil, although he's on his back, he doesn't have as much strength. He can still punch to that side.
And really missed with the elbow there.
Yeah, a very tricky little shift out of the way at the last minute from Kamil.
He's holding the glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's the first thing I said. It's just so easy of a way to cheat. It's now an old school cop submission.
Yep. You have the right to remain silent.
You have the right to remain silent. I may elbow you in the temple.
And that is bent far up Kamil's
It sure
back.
is.
You got to be careful. You can submit a guy here.
And the referee is watching Burt. Looks like he's able to extend it a bit now, Kamil.
There's a straight arm lock. You can use part of the ground to stabilize.
He's going for it,
He's
man.
going to go for that backdoor straight arm lock.
This would be a if he pulls it off, it'd be a funky end to a funky fight.
Yep. There's a triangle setup coming up, or an omoplata here. Omoplata from, no. Now it attacks the leg. Nothing but funk tonight.
There we go. They're in a little bit of a 50-50 position here. Both just yanking on each other. Oh, but
Kamil smartly lets go.
And so many varieties have been added over the last couple of years, especially high-level grapplers have done so many new things with footsies. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's so scary. Like, you don't want to screw around with that if you have somebody who has more variation in his attack than you have simplicity in your defense.
And Kamil's freed his foot now because for a second those toes
side ride
right under the armpit, which is not where they want to be.
No, we end up in side control. You would assume Kamil's going to be burned slightly more energy than the two. I was going to say slightly more fatigued, but that's a conclusion that's not fair to draw.
Good job there by Krzyniak to get to his knees with the underhook. He's got to be careful because Risy's going for an anaconda choke.
Yeah, see if he can flip him over if he's got the strength.
He'll try to squash uses his leg to squash the tricep, right?
And then see if he can roll over. No, he's not quite got the angle.
Now who's inside control?
Now Krzyniak's got a fun flu choke.
Yeah, Von Flu is real here. So the left shoulder of Krzyniak is in play. to choke.
Oh, but he's got out of it, Kamil Krzyniak. And there is a dart here if he wants to. Nope.
I'm going to send this tape to some friends.
Anaconda choke here by Krzyniak.
Anaconda
Such
to
a
Anaconda. Incredible. He's trying to roll him.
This is
Roll
right.
him.
He's got it.
Oh, but he's not got the back.
No.
And he finished.
Oh, he's out.
Not
He's
tight
out.
enough.
He's out. And he's up. And who's going to get? Armin will get this takedown with 25 seconds remaining. That'll be his goal. And he gets elbows here. You want strikes here for 15 seconds. You want right hand to right ear. Now he's going left hand to left ear. Watch for the head kick here. Head kick.
Oh, and an attempt of almost an Amaru.
Great idea. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to send this to some coaches, and it will irritate them, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh,
Pulling on the leg, on the ankle, the heel hook after the bell. Channeling Zena Rusamar Paharis.
That'll get him knocked out.
what a round. What a fight this is, gentlemen.
These two are tired, and not just from the physical, but from the mental as well.
From the madness going on in their heads. Look at this crazy
He was
thing.
briefly under arrest there, and then
And then there was an attempt at one of them tried an anaconda, and
Everything you
another
do.
one tried an anaconda.
I can and will use against you.
yes, and he did, and then he became an alligator, and then this. Now here, he uses these sort of. I don't like the word suicide as
Suicide throws,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, they're throwaways. You throw yourself into danger en route to ending up on top, and he used many variations of that.
Bit of a tumbled mouthpiece from Risy there, but back in the gob where it belongs. Here we
More
go.
funk in round 3.
I know, I feel like I've lived 3 lifetimes already. I can't believe there's another round of this to
Maybe
go.
we go to the fundamentals in round 3. Jabs and low kicks and nothing but.
What else have these two warriors got in store in this third and final round? Kamil in the blue trunks, Risy in the white.
Kamil did really, really well from southpaw. There it is again. There. And
Still expect him to go up. Throw a head kick
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah. Probably now. Two to the arms. Now put it up and over.
Little
Right hook on
one
the
shot trade.
Level change. Tries.
Excellent hips.
He's going for the anaconda yet again. No, he's taking it back. He's like, no, this doesn't work.
Did all the work. Did all the explosive work with his hips to get away.
Big
Armin.
right from Risy.
Entering in behind his right
And a
hand.
huge body shot. That
Krzyniak's
almost doubled
looking tired.
over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tiring,
Beautiful.
soupy fight.
Down.
Quicksandy, soupy fight.
Oh, Risy straight into full mount. Unbelievably smooth.
We mentioned Kamil had lost his debut. Risy has lost 3 very, very, very tough fights. He's going to really, really be aggressive in this position. This is where you win the fight. You've been fighting, trying to get that key win in really tough fights with tough fighters. This is where you win it and you go home. It's the mount position in round 3.
So if I would be in Risy's corner, I'd recommend him just let his elbows go.
Yeah.
Krzyniak is tired. Submissions don't seem to really work this fight because they find funky ways to get out of him.
Yep.
But ground and pound, elbows. to
Take your
stall,
time. Elbow.
Always work.
Yeah, and if you only get one elbow every 20 seconds, that's cool. We got 3 minutes. Take your time. Take your time. Keep this position and get him out of here in a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Grind him out.
It's always difficult and dangerous when your opponent's got his feet on the cage.
Yeah.
To try and use it to get out of it, but now he's got some space. Now he's in the center of the cage, still got full mount. I want to see him sit up, try and finish the fight with a barrage of punches and elbows.
But not a bad idea for, say, a minute to use your chest on his face. Stay low, use your chest on his face. There, we can go back to it again. You got lots of time. Throw small punches in one side or small elbows in one side. Smother him low. If your hips are in a good position, your sternum flattening the face of a tired man. It's not a terrible place to be on the bottom of.
No, you don't want to be here after 2.5 rounds of incredible, strong cardio action. And Risy, some of these elbows,
Heavy elbows.
right here, they're landing and are not looking comfortable at all.
And when you got a tired guy,
Referees letting him know there's some cuts opening up all over Kamil. Referee could call this shortly.
Very close to a stoppage
Yes.
here, and even when it's not elbow after elbow, you're adding up, and He's not showing any intent to escape. No hip escapes, nothing.
Doesn't have anything left to.
He's breathing through his
to
mouth.
deploy towards escape. Yeah, just take the small shots on either side. Talk to him also. If you're Risy, you're telling him, hey, all you got to do is give it up. All you got to do is tap out. All you got to do is turn away. Just you offer him these choices here.
I got a rear naked choke under the arm. You can finish him here, especially when someone's tired, but...
Oh, the referee might have to step in soon. Camille is looking shattered and is not defending intelligently.
Referee's going to stop the fight.
Left hand is left hand now. Left hand, there it is. Right hand.
Done.
Yeah, he is done.
Doesn't have anything left.
The other thing is he's going to win this fight. He's won one of the rounds. You got to presume he's won one of the rounds. But he's got to actually presume he's won no rounds, and he needs this finish in this minute.
And those shots coming in are rocking Camille's head whenever they hit.
Yeah,
he looks, if he's not defending intelligently, the referee probably will have to step in shortly if Risy keeps up the action.
The patience here is brilliant. When you are looking for your first win, this is how you do it. You stabilize the position and you take the small shots until this fight's over. You can have your flashy knockout next fight. Tonight, let's just get this win. Pound this man out.
He tried a lot of things in the first and second round to win the fight. On the feet, on the ground, submissions, threw a couple good overhands, but every single time Krzyniak found a way out. So I totally understand he's choosing position over submission
100%.
or TKO right now.
100%. 10 punches here. You want 10, 12 punches. All left hand, all under the armpit here. That's what you want.
5 seconds left, and it looks like Camille's going to survive the round. Big heart there, but Camille ate a huge number of brutal shots. And if it was a 1-1 before going into that, that's the only round you can say for sure went to Risy.
Yeah, and honestly, the first two were so wonky and so fascinating and a hell of a lot of fun that it's hard to say who won them. So we may find out. It's not impossible that Camille has, because of the nature of scoring, has a really, really bad round. Armin has a wonderful round 3, but Camille ends up winning because he did a little more in each of the first two. It's not impossible.
No, it really could go either way, but you know, almost what you said came true, Robin, when you're like, well, maybe we'll just see a fundamentals round for the third and final one after 2 incredibly hectic, erratic, creative rounds. We ended up with a very old school MMA, take the back and just ground and pound. But what a fight. What a way to kick off the amateur side of this LFL 19, the pro side of this LFL 19 card.
Camille Krzyniak right here, you see he's tired. He learned a lot about himself in that round. He learned lessons most of us are unable to learn by just staying in there, exhausted and beaten up.
Yeah, what a fight. I feel like I've aged several years for watching that. I'm also exhausted for the pair of them.
Yeah, imagine how they are feeling. A lot of things happen in that fight. A lot of submission attempts. Some good action on the feet. Beautiful second fight of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have collected their points and come to a decision. And we have a winner. The man fighting out of the red corner, Arman Afghans, Risy.
Congratulations, brother. That's a tough, hard, gritty fight. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel really good. Hard fight, but it's good. Good fight. And thanks to my first coach, Jochem, en tweede coach, Duan, die heeft mij voorbereid voor dit vecht. Hartelijk bedankt voor alle publiek.
Would you rather have an easy, quick fight or a tough, rugged fight like this?
Volgende keer wil ik liever naar de grond gaan. Heel snel afmaken.
Well, we enjoyed that fight. Congratulations, sir. Thank you for a wonderful fight, both of you guys. Arman Risy.
Arman Risy, what a performance. Incredibly inventive, super creative, and someone that I'd love to see back in the LFL cage.
He found a way to win. He tried everything he had in his arsenal, and in the end, he chose position over submission after going for a lot of different submissions and throws in the second and first round.
that was a pretty serious, focused guy all week, but I could feel how happy he was winning that fight.
All right, folks, on to the next fight of the evening, which will be a lightweight bout for 3 5-minute rounds. Let's start by introducing the man fighting out of the blue corner, Wouter van Busel.
Van Busel making his pro debut tonight. Another fighter who's come up through the LFL new talent pathway. If you were with us at the beginning of the broadcast, you remember that beautiful Dars choke that got sunk in. That was against Vincent Van Valen. That was Van Busel. And this is a 22-year-old that is looking incredible.
Yeah, he looked incredible in the fight. He's a good athlete. He's got a lot of weapons. Scored a beautiful takedown in that fight against Vincent Van Valen. Beautiful transitions, and the way he finished that Dars choke, he had so much control. He moved into full mount, so even when you lose the submission, you lose the Dars choke when someone moves to their side, rolls out of it. When you're in full mount and you get that Dars choke, even when you lose it, you are in full mount. It's the best position, one of the best positions to be in.
Yeah, I love watching this kid fight. You know, when you're young like this, your coaches and yourself, you're trying to develop into, you know, Stefan said he's a great athlete. You're hoping to blur that line between athlete and art, or between skills and attributes, and just all of it is you, right? And when you're young, that's kind of the goal, is to get to the point where it all just sort of happens. And I'm sure in the best moments for him, that's what it feels like. It just happens by itself.
He's looking relaxed and fired up, Van Busel. I'm very excited to see how he's grown since last time we saw him in the cage.
He's grown quite a bit physically, for sure. He's looking in terrific shape.
Next, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Agy Nagani.
Similar to Risy in our last fight, Nagani started wrestling at a young age, specifically 13, moved to MMA even at 17. Has a strong wrestling background, 7 amateur fights, and again is someone that's moved up through the LFL new talent pathway.
So
I believe we have a little bit of an issue with the screen there that showed the wrong fighter, but I think the team are going to sort that out very shortly. So
it happens to the best of us.
Of course.
Exactly.
Part of life. Human error is normal. But I think Nagani took a moment and said, I ain't walking out with somebody else's face. He or his team did, and good on him.
Yeah, and hopefully, Robin, this isn't something that, like, you know, you'll probably visualize these moments so much, and that's not the way anyone visualizes to come into the cage. Hopefully that's something that you can just power through and forget immediately.
Yeah, you know, you bring up a fascinating topic, and actually I talked to Stuart Austin a little bit about this, who's fighting in our co-main event. Some people, you know, visualize the walkout and the moments, and you do want to do that, but you also want to prepare for anything. You know, if you go on YouTube and Google man parachutes into boxing ring, that actually happened, right? Like anything could happen in the process of your fight, so you don't want to be too attached to any moment or outcome. But Nagani looks relaxed and like he's ready to fight. These two are in great shape. This is going to be a really great contest.
Yeah, the pair of them look good coming off the bus, and it's going to be a little bit of Van Busel started as a kickboxer, moved to MMA. Nagani started as a wrestler, moved to MMA. In many ways, this is one of the classic matchups, but with that interesting new twist of MMA has advanced so much beyond that. You might have this as a base, but then you add so much more on.
It's always interesting as well when you have two guys fighting out of two of the best teams we have in the Netherlands. A lot of guys coming from both these gyms, Sport Vision, Honey Badgers, and then Ruthless Fight Company. We've seen so many guys come into new talent. We see more and more of them now on the pro shows. It's a lot of fun to watch.
And typically as well with the longer striker, squatter, wrestler stereotype, that's what we see here.
Saw it in the last fight.
Yeah, Van Busel having the height and reach advantage over Nagani.
Yeah, right down body types, everything. They are prototypes, these two.
And introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is 22 years old. He's 185 centimeters tall. He's making his pro debut here at LFL tonight. Hailing from the Netherlands, representing Sport Vision Honey Badgers, Wouter Busel. And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is 27 years old. He is 178 centimeters tall. He has a record of 1 win, 0 losses. Hailing from the Netherlands, representing Ruthless Fight Company, Agy Nagani. And the referee for this bout will be Mr. Jean-Philippe Carboni.
First round, fight!
Here we go. The third fight of LFL 19. Van Busel in the blue trunks, Nagani in the white, and Van Busel comes out very aggressive straight away, trying to put the pace on.
I like Van Busel just threw a rear hand while backing up.
Nice elbow, nice knee.
Yeah. Watch him strike backing up. Well, but you can get backed right up into a cage too.
Nagani going for a single, moves on and goes for a body lock, but good job by Van Busel using his length there.
Yeah, Wouter keeping the spine up high, keeping the vertebrae stacked and up high. Using the frame, it's really smart. You don't see it that much where you're using sort of that frame across as a tool to flare the chin high.
Knock that knee around.
Yeah, sure did.
Very slick.
Overhook on one side, and instead of using the palm, he's using the forearm to lift the chin, and then he can pull it back down. It's really smart. The game is keep the head super high, or when it comes down, you knee it like that.
That's
And he's controlling it using a familiar grip he's been using in kickboxing and Muay Thai and modified Muay Thai his whole life as a tool to keep the chin up. When the chin comes down, you knee it.
And Van Busel's really using those knees effectively.
So
they come so fast.
Nagani wants to come in close, but when you're able to create this kind of offense from a position where not a lot of people are able to create offense, man, it's going to be a tough one for Nagani.
And there's another knee as well.
It's
very impressive.
It's one thing to just claim a position. It's another thing to really be fluid in it. That was really, really nice.
Oh, knee again. And a left. Another knee.
Unbelievable. Full mount. Raining down blows. Nagani's back, though.
There's no armbar.
Oh, he's knocking out. What a performance.
A flurry of knees from Van Busel sends Nagani down. His nose is busted. He's covered in blood, and Van Busel reigns victorious.
This guy is talented. Wow.
Just those knees from the clinch position just had Nagani off balance the entire time. Very creative. Brilliant.
It was so, that was only a few minutes, but there were so many things here. Backing up. And then he saw it, went rear hand, rear knee again. So he backed up, snapped the rear knee out, floated back, already identified he was hurt, snapped the rear hand out, floated back to gap again, then the knee. Watch, knee, back, rear hand, back, rear knee. Ooh.
And what I love, he doesn't try to make him as hard as possible. Fluent.
Yes.
Knee, beautiful left, another knee. He's hurt. And he keeps a good eye on what his opponent's trying to do, and beautiful job to finish it, man. Especially after his performance on the last LFL card he fought on. He was still an amateur at that point, but he fought on a pro card, and there's a reason why. Because this man has got a lot of talent, and I want to see him back in like 2 months or so. This is the kind of kid you try to bring out 4 or 5 times a year, build him up, build him a star.
Yeah, very precision over power, like you were saying, just very calm, not chasing the finish. He landed the shots at the exact time, Van Busel, without rushing, but when that moment was there, swarmed over Nagani.
Sport Vision Honey Badgers, baby.
Incredible work there, and what a prospect, 22 years old and having that confidence in the cage. Like you said, Stefan, I want to see him in the lightweight division and move up potentially for that title one day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by way of TKO, Walter Voodoo
Walter Van Busel. Young man, you are a professional mixed martial artist with a record of 1 win by knockout. How does that feel, buddy?
It feels very good, man. Today was so much flow state. It feels like I'm just waking up right now. And thank you for correcting. It's KO, it's not TKO. Thank you.
You're very welcome, young man. It did look like you were floating out here. How did your mind feel? Were you seeing everything? Were you in the moment?
It's hard to explain, man. You really have to be in there a couple times to feel that. But as floating, it's like you say, everything just happens. Of course, you get nervous, but I don't know. I can't explain it, man. Maybe someday, but...
Yeah, it is. I've spent a lifetime trying to explain it. It's very difficult. It's a very special thing you just experienced, and you turn it into a beautiful moment. We need you back here soon. Can you come back in December?
Tell me when. I'm here.
Hey, take a moment and thank your team. You have a very, very special team.
Of course, everyone knows you can't do this shit without your team. It's a sport you do on your own, but also it's a sport you do with a team always. No one can do this alone. So thank you to my team. Thank you to all my training partners. Thank you to everyone here supporting me. I love you guys. Let's go.
Your winner, Walter Van Busel.
Van Busel, incredible performer, and desperate to see him in the cage again, Stefan. Really a talented fighter, and yeah, the level he was working at. Well, as we say, there are levels to this game, and he just demonstrated that in live action in real time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how he's going to develop. Hope we're going to be able to bring him back like 4 or 5 times a year, especially with his skill set. When you don't get into a lot of damaging fights, you're able to do that and grow from that.
So we are going to go for a short break, about 7 minutes. So go make yourself a cup of tea, enjoy yourself, and we'll be back with the rest of LFL 19 very shortly.
For the victory lap, though. Whoa, whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please walk my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here, switch gears.
Fight hard, fight clearly, make all the time. Touch gloves if you want. Step back, touch gloves, step out.
Now there is murder in their eyes.
My name is Barry Eroskin, and I'm a bantamweight in LFL. I'm originally from Curacao. It's a small island in the Caribbean, and currently I live in Amsterdam and I train at the Fight IQ gym. I started as an amateur on LFL New Talent. This is a great platform for amateurs. I got to experience a lot of different body types, different opponents. This really made me grow as a fighter. I'm fighting Sandro Vieira. I think that's how you say his name. It will be on August 3rd in LFL 19 in Amsterdam. My right hand, yeah. I think my right hand is the most dangerous weapon in the bantamweight division. To be honest, I think it's from years of playing baseball. I was right-handed. I have to do this motion maybe 1,000 times a day. And I think I become extremely explosive with this hand. And I think my accuracy, my speed, my power is just on another level with my right hand. I'm definitely ready for most people in the LFL right now. I'm still growing my skills, but I think my fight IQ, my mentality, and my natural talent will bring me to the top. Tune into my fight August 3rd. Every time I fight, it's fireworks, it's knockouts, it's a fight of the night, performance of the night. You can watch on Viaplay or YouTube. If you want to buy tickets, go to the link in my bio to support, and I'll see you there.
Let's wrap.
Knockout to open the card tonight. Wow!
Dances with the devil. Your power isn't special. We don't fit on your canvas. We burn it all to ashes. We are the outlaws.
Right out. Second round. This kid has got some serious power.
Moving in to finish it.
What an end to the fight. What a round. The winner of this fight, by knockout, is the man in the red corner.
This could be it.
We keep our eyes on the weak, they know that they targets. Hunting for goodwill, we ain't looking for bargains. And you should say a prayer, ain't nobody praying for you. Cause if I want it, then it's mine, that's what I'm saying to you. If you faint hearted, you better leave. You try and cross me, then you dead to me. Cause I'm in the business of making enemies. And there's a good chance that you may never leave. You feeling comfortable, you should never be. Outlaws come alive in the nighttime.
Of Great Britain, representing Fight Zone, Bennett.
I think the LFL is absolutely the place to begin my journey because it's a promotion that sees the value in its fighters and is willing to give to them under the assumption that they're going to give back and perform at their utmost. My name's Thomas Bennett and I'm fighting in the featherweight division. The Fight Zone has played an exponential role in allowing me to develop quickly as a mixed martial arts fighter. Under the tutelage of Stuart Austin, who's a man who's so experienced and cares so much for the guys who are fighting underneath him, it's really besides words. How do I see the fight going? When the bell goes, the die is cast, they'll fall as they may. And I always intend to, I fight one way, there's no trickery or smoke screens about my style. I'm coming after it and I expect to perform to my best. My name's Thomas Bennett. I'm a contender in the featherweight division of the LFL. Watch me fight at LFL 19 on the 3rd of August, exclusively on Viaplay and on YouTube Live.
Who are we? We are the boundary defiers, innovation drivers, future facers, pioneers. Together, we're crafting a decentralized web, a web where every voice is heard, where power is distributed. With Polkadot, we're not just breaking barriers, we're redefining possibilities. Defy what's possible with Polkadot.
Welcome back to Levels Fight League LFL 19. We've had 3 fights down and they've all been utter bangers. And I guarantee one thing, they are going to continue in this vein, and we've got an incredible one coming up for you.
Ladies and
right
gentlemen,
now.
we are back for the next fight of the evening, which will be a featherweight bout for 3 5-minute rounds. Let's start by calling the man fighting out of the blue corner into the octagon, Tom Bennett.
Tom Bennett is an unbelievable rising star. Fighting out of Fight Zone, which is the team Stuart Austin is from. He's fighting out later. Tom Bennett had his pro debut at LFL 17 earlier this year and looked unbelievable. He grew up with doing martial arts. His dad is an avid karate practitioner. Robin, I know you spoke about the importance of karate footwork in modern MMA.
Yeah, he... you know, it sort of expands on something we were talking about throughout the evening, which is that when everybody's doing the same thing, you get great at it, it seems important, we all believe in it, but then the way to beat somebody so trained in one line of thinking is think differently, behave differently, perform differently. So while the whole world thought, you know, it's Muay Thai, wrestling, and boxing, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the people who were putting together other elements of the game started being able to surprise them and defeat them. Now, moving your feet and taking inspiration and concepts from Taekwondo and Karate and all these other traditional martial arts are part of the norm. But it's more even to your benefit when you've been doing it since you were a little kid, because it becomes real natural.
And of course, a big part of this MMA is MMA scene, adventure, journey, whatever you want to call it, is who you surround yourself with. And Tom Bennett, Stuart Austin in the cage, but also in his corner, Mario Pinto, for currently fighting in the UFC and a former LFL heavyweight champion himself.
And he moves his feet beautifully, that man.
And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Rashid Buchv.
So on your topic of moving your feet and being able to position in your cave, Buchv, yeah, he was a former football player for like much of his youth, and that is again another sport where you're talking about those different angles of coming into coming into MMA and doing things that are surprising. That sort of background, the ability to move and shift your weight and feet is something that I'm sure we'll see shown in the cage.
So 100% will affect the way he develops as an artist and as a combat sportsman, just like every piece of your life experience does. And this isn't metaphor when I say you listen to a blues guitar player and you hear his life experience in his notes, in the notes that he plays. That's real. It's also real when you fight, that everything you've done in your life, who you are, how you think, how you behaved, what you did as a child, is all part of the honesty with which you express fighting. And when you were running and moving your feet and kicking the ball and all of that, absolutely 100% plays into the type of martial artist you become. People used to reference it all the time with Jose Aldo, that he was a high-level soccer or football player, as the rest of the world calls it. All part of you, all part of the artist.
We can see here Bennett is 3 years the junior of Buchv and has a height and reach advantage.
And introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is 28 years old. He is 181 centimeters tall. He has a record of 1 win, 0 losses. Hailing from Great Britain, representing Fight Zone, Tom Bennett. And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is 31 years old. He's 180 centimeters tall. He has a record of 3 wins, 2 losses. Hailing from Belgium, representing Combat Brothers, Rashid the Bull Buchv. And the referee for this bout will be Mr. Daniel Sharifi.
Fighters, please. Gentlemen, you know the rules. Fight hard, fight clear. Listen to my comments all the time. When I say stop, you're going to stop. No questions, Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
Those of you who look closely at such things will notice one half of our co-main event, Stuart Austin, is in Tom Bennett's corner.
Good.
He'll be fighting in an hour, maybe? An hour and a half?
Fight it.
Pretty much the best way to get a feel of the cage.
So true.
Cornering our friend and teammate.
You've done that, Stefan?
A couple times, yeah. It's always fun. But I've never done it when I'm fighting later on the night.
Focusing on someone else gets you out of your own head. This is the truth of life.
100%.
Bennett using some of his boxing straight up, just looking at that distance, throwing some feints, throwing some jabs, looking to use those fast hands.
He's also exiting after he...
Look at that, level change into the takedown right on the back.
The hips of Bennett did a great job to kind of rotate him off the back, and now he's standing on the back, one hip.
Not the cage.
It's got to be careful with those, man. In my opinion, when you're in a situation like that and you grab the cage, you lose a point right away.
Yeah, it's got to stop. Yeah, that would make it stop pretty quick.
It changes the fight. It has the ability to change the fight so much.
So Bennett has broken the grip at least once, and Buchv has re-gripped.
Some good knees there.
I like Buchv here. He's taking the position, just maintaining it and re-getting it when it's gone, and chipping away.
And this is where he wants to be against a striker like Bennett. Just take some of the zip out of those punches, wear him down, put him in maybe unfamiliar territory.
And his grip is broken, but his right hand is gripping onto the wrists. Now, the Diaz brothers would do throws from this position, lock up sort of a modified Kimura from whatever angle and throw. But you see push down here on the hands. The grip is still there. It's just very low.
It's difficult to do something with that grip now. You can't drag your opponent down to the mat because your arms are extended. So
you almost want to let it go.
Yeah, you want to let it go, but you also want to keep this position. Buchv wants to keep this position up close because we know what Bennett can do with his hands. He broke his opponent's rib with his beautiful strikes on his last outing for LFL.
So when the hands were low, Buchv let it go and tried to re-grip into the thigh or the high crotch area, but now Bennett has rotated himself back in, but Buchv has there. Now they're fully separated. Let's see what Bennett does out here in the gap.
Looking for that big right immediately, Bennett, but it's a big kick.
Buchv tries to make the most of that, but Bennett moves out of the way. He's so calm.
Yeah, just letting it happen. Buchv using that front kick owned that piece of the gap. And then he's moving out of range really well too. Like he's a gamer. He hasn't been hit by these long range weapons very much. Even there.
And it loves going to the body with that straight right.
If Buchv continues to exit every time Bennett throws, Bennett's going to want to add 2 or 3 more onto the end of it. Maybe finish with a kick.
Bennett's getting a lot of reads from Buchv when he's throwing the left hook and then the straight right to the body is his favorite weapon so far, but he's going to add to that, as you just said, Robin.
Yeah, he's going to... If Bennett finishes with a kick as Buchv exits, he'll be able to land it there. See, he's exiting almost every shot. See if it happens again. Yeah, and you're right. Bennett is learning a lot. He's downloading a lot of information.
He's leaning on those calf kicks as well, Bennett.
Something Bennett does really well is after he throws his strikes, he's ready to throw again.
Yeah, he sees. He's not watching himself work. He's letting himself work and then ready to. That's the thing. It isn't like a fastball or a hitter where
you hit him with the left around there.
A football where a play happens and it ends. The play never ends within the round. It continues, and you can't lose focus for even a moment. It's not a turn-based sport. It's a fluid, dynamic sport.
Double change there by Buchv. He's got a hold of a single.
Up against in the clinch position against the cage as well. This is where Buchv had
He's done well
earlier.
Yeah. This has been good for him.
Good defensive work here by Bennett again, fighting the wrists of Buchv yet again.
And you felt in the round when Bennett was on his feet regularly, he was starting to take the read, starting to dominate, but this has just switched the momentum again, allowed Bulgachev just to take Bennett out of his rhythm.
Bulgachev landed a couple good punches of his own, though. He needs to believe in his own striking ability a little more, I think.
Wild left from Bennett there.
Bulgachev has told Bennett and the rest of us that I'm here to win this fight, and he can go back to his corner and say, you know what, I think I see what this guy's doing, and I think I can find a way. So this is a very, very competitive fight between two very skilled guys.
Bennett's a character. He threw a body shot after the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sort of a, way to go, buddy, and a body shot kind of blended together. Yeah, a little too hard.
Got a reaction.
I like it. It's very British.
That was a very tactical round between the two of them. You really felt they were just that neither of them have really managed to gain momentum or push forward. They both kind of interrupted each other's flows.
It's probably a Bennett round, and Bennett gained a little bit of momentum. He certainly is going to feel good, but Bulgachev is like, don't sleep on me, anybody here. Bulgachev certainly is not sleeping on himself.
Definitely not.
He believes he can win this fight. There's no question.
Here we go, the second round of this 3-round fight. Bennett in the blue trunks, Bulgachev in the white.
Bennett's struggling to overcome the height of Bulgachev, struggling to get close enough to connect with that right hand.
Yeah, it's really good eyes, brother. Bennett's probably used to having more reach, We're only a couple of pro fights in, and at lightweight and amateurs, he would have had a reach advantage more often. But it's also Bulgachev knows where to be and where not to be. That's one of his high-level skills.
So what Bulgachev is doing, he's making the most of his height, and he's throwing his chin up. So Bennett's missing, but he's throwing 1, 2, 3 punches. So what you just said, Robin, if he's going to throw 4 and 5, he's going to
step through with them. Yeah.
That's how you catch a taller fighter.
Yep. It's what, if you want to image in your mind of what Stefan just said, is picture an extreme example is Chris Weidman and Anderson Silva. When Anderson Silva's upright, backing out, continuing to back out, and Chris just walks into it. Takes 2 more steps and 3 more punches.
Yep. And that was a big left from Bulgachev, sent Bennett a little bit backing up.
Job to get out of the clinch there by Bennett. Very evenly matched.
Yes. Just stuck Bennett just slightly coming in. I was literally just about to say, you don't want Bulgachev to settle into, I'm doing really well. You want him to be like, I'm doing well enough to turn it up and win. That's where you want him to be at.
So I think what's going on in Bennett's mind right now is, am I going to step in deep and risk this? Because Bulgachev has shown he's got a really good level change and that he knows what to do with these situations. But he's got to step in deeper to be able to connect with his punches.
So, Stefan, quite wisely, you just pointed out, he's wondering whether or not he should step in because this might happen.
Yep.
You know what? This just happened and he didn't step in. So you might as well put your offense out. If you're going to end up here without getting your shot, that's worse than ending up here trying your shot. Trying to take your, commit to something.
But Bulgachev does need to make these positions count. I mean, it depends on how the judges view this, whether this is seen as dominant and effective for Bulgachev, or whether they view it as a little bit of a stalemate. And that's something that kind of depends on the judge's view of his situation.
I think it's stalemate more because he's not really been able to do anything with it. And Bennett's defending so well. He's not getting dragged down, so he's making the most of these situations and showing that he's got the knowledge to know what to do, get back to the striking.
When I'm on your back,
more action, guys, come on.
As Bulgachev is here, it's better for me. However, not as much, quote, better as you punching me twice is, right? So, yes, this is good, and if no other damage was done, this would be enough to win a round. But any amount of advantage on the other side will negate this with an educated ref.
Ref might separate them with Bulgachev, and there we go.
I think that's a great decision.
You need to work initially. You need to work there. Okay? Come on.
I like this.
Yes. And he's correct. It's great reference.
And it's going after him right away.
Yeah, and if he can back Bulgachev against the cage, then maybe he can find his distance a little bit better. And nice level
change yet again.
And this time he completes the takedown.
So that's a warning for a very big cage grab that resulted in him getting back up.
I think he's going to deduct the point.
Yeah.
Rightly so. I like it.
Or put him back. It's too big an impact.
1 point down.
Yep,
Don't
fair.
grab the cage.
Well done, Daniel.
1 point down.
That's how you do it.
1 point down.
Yeah.
Don't grab the cage anymore, okay? Okay?
Yeah. Because he was on his ass if he didn't grab it that
100%.
time. So now it's going to really change the dynamic of this round, because even if Bennett were to win this round, it will be a tie round.
I think this is good for the fight, because Bennett needs to chase him down a little more now.
Yep. Which will also play into Bulgachev's hands too. It'll create more conflict.
Bennett needs to cut off the cage a little more. It's too easy for Bulgachev to escape to his left every single time.
Yeah.
So now he's got to step to his right a little bit. You see he's going to the left, and now it's easy for Bulgachev to go away.
And Bennett ate a shot there when Bulgachev came in, and Bulgachev gets him where he wants him, just against the cage.
Win or lose, Stefan, Bulgachev and Bennett and his team are going to hear what you just said and take that. You are correct. There is no doubt. That's one small shift that would make a very large difference through 10 minutes. So we don't know who won either of those rounds, but if Bennett was doing a little more and in the driver's seat a little more, he would be up only 1 round now because he lost a point. However, if Bulgachev were to win that round, he would be up by 2 points in this round.
It changes the complexion of the fight by some margin, and Stuart Austin in the corner of Bennett there was admonishing him, was very passionately talking to him. Obviously, we don't know exactly what he was saying, but he's urging his fighter on because, yeah, Bennett now is in a situation where it's not fully in his control anymore on the point side of things, so he has to probably go and hunt for a finish. If he's
100%. That's the only thing that I would tell him if I was in his corner. I'd be like, hey, listen up. I do not know what the judges' scorecards are saying. You could be down by 3 points, 2 points. It could be a tie. I don't know. What I do know is that you have the ability to finish him, and you need to find that.
And Mario Pinto's giving him shit too while they're in there. But, you know, he's not fighting his best fight. And it is still possible he's winning. So that's a pretty great position to be in because you can make some tweaks here in round 3.
Threw a big right hand to open the round. Stepped in deep.
And you know, when you say Bennett isn't having his best fight, and maybe a large credit goes to Risy Bulgachev because he's hard to hit, he's positionally very good, he's hard to predict.
There goes Bennett again, stepping to his left, letting Bulgachev escape from the pressure he's putting on him.
Bulgachev has one direction to leave, and it works every time right now. And that one small thing you've pointed out will be of great benefit to him after this fight, win or lose.
Well, you think if he was allowing him to circle out and then started using that, trying to bait him into that and then use an overhand right, then it could work for him.
You can walk him into a number of things. When somebody's moving to his left, if you cut him off right, you walk him right into your right weapons. Or you just cut off the direction of his movement and force him to behave in a different way, which also creates new chances, right? It changes a lot.
Oh, beautiful body shot there by Bennett. He's so quick with his punches.
And that's probably been his biggest, most successful weapon in this fight, that body shot. Another. There it is again, and he's must have landed 10, 15 of those this fight.
Take a lot out of Bulgachev.
And the calf kick, he's landed a lot of those as well.
But then lovely, nice level change, and it's repeating back into this sort of pattern.
Yeah,
and it starts to get into his rhythm, and then Bulgachev just beautiful level change and just hangs on Bennett here.
That little float around the hip into the back, it's something clearly that he's really, really good at. Getting the entry, getting control, and then moving to this area. And if you can't stop him, he'll keep doing it all night. However, we've been over this. It's probably not enough to win you fights if you don't turn it into something else. It's small advantage, but small advantage doesn't win you fights.
And, of course, for the judges, doesn't help that the referee is splitting this up and telling Bulgachev to work. That will put it in their heads that this isn't a dominant position.
You should throw more knees. Very underestimated weapon.
Yeah, you're
Those
right.
positions. They hurt a lot. They do a lot of damage. They take the movement away from your opponent. And if he throws more knees, it is another reason to not get broken up by the referee.
And young fighter, he corralled the leg and tried to lace it into a takedown. If you're a young fighter watching this at home, explore the kicks to the bottom of the calf too, where the calf inserts into the Achilles tendon. It's a really, really painful part of the body. If you're going to spend time back there, you might as well injure your opponent, hurt him.
And Bennett needs to up the ante here if he's going to guarantee himself a victory.
This is with the big right, and good answer there by Bulgachev. And every single time Bennett throws, he resets, and then Bulgachev moves to his left again and again and again.
Yeah,
there it is,
right.
patterns repeating.
Yeah, and it's one slight difference in the angle of the response by Bennett, and it changes the whole dynamic. And of course, that will be Monday in the gym. Well, you know, hopefully, depending on how if he's sore, Tuesday in the gym, and you'll see that change. And he'll shrug his shoulders, be like, I can't believe I did it. But these are why you have fights. He actually made a small adjustment there. This is why you have fights 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to see your own patterns, to learn your own patterns and your own errors that you make under duress.
Again, Bennett lands that right, and as everyone's been saying, Bennett lands it. Bulgachev comes through with 2 or 3 of his own that somewhat negates it. And there's the circling out again.
So if Bennett would be throwing longer combinations and moving to his right more, I think he would have a better shot, but he sticks to the 1-2, 1-2-3. No!
Yeah,
Beautiful hook.
Left.
That's his best shot of the fight so far.
Little fake got him in deep.
Just under a minute left, but Bulgachev very cleverly clinches up, takes him to the cage, 50 seconds left.
Which, of course, is the reason for the hesitation, right? Because of this. And that's all credit to Bulgachev.
So Bennett's got to fight hard now to really break this grip and move away to the center of the cage and then go back to throw his strikes and try and get that finish late in the third.
But for Bulgachev, you know, he may, if Bennett's thinking so much about getting the finish, it's a good time for you to just crank a few out. Right there.
Right hand there by Bennett, but good answer by Bulgachev.
Bulgachev's got a shot here. When Bennett comes in, you can land your biggest shots. But instead, he tries for one more takedown. And
yeah, slightly telegraphed, but had enough
good elbows. Good job by Bulgachev to get a body lock.
Oh,
he goes
very
almost grabbed the cage, but
if he hadn't, if he'd actually managed to grab the cage and hadn't missed, would have been put Daniel Sharifi in an interesting position of whether to dock another point. But that didn't happen. Tense fight, very technical. Both the pair almost negating each other. It had a very predictable rhythm and flow. Bennett would get on some sort of rhythm on his feet. Bulgachev would hit back every time Bennett shot, and then it would end up in a clinch position initiated by Bulgachev, at which point they'd separate, and that little pattern would repeat again.
Bulgachev, I think, won round 3 probably definitively. He landed the biggest punch with that hook, and he, you know, turned himself up a little bit. But if I said Bennett, right? Bennett, I thought, won round 3. If Bulgachev was able to win either round 1 or round 2 with that point being deducted, we'd have a draw.
Yeah, I did consider whether that was going to be a possibility, and to be honest, with a point down, a draw could possibly be the outcome that we see here.
So, long thing short, we do not know. We do not know what's going to happen.
yeah, thanks.
I have no idea.
I wish I could read the future.
Thank you for the perfect clarification. That is true. We don't have an idea of what is going on, although nobody ever does. Nope. Often you'll see something, people say, how did you score it? It's like, why ask it that way? It doesn't matter how I scored it. It's 3 human beings are going to score it now, and that will be what matters for all eternity.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have counted their points and come to a decision. Please give a round of applause for both fighters, because we have a draw. Give a round of applause for them.
Put your hands together for both these 2 fighters.
you never know what happens, and this was one of the outcomes, a draw. It depends on what you score the most, and the judges of what actually happened in the fight, technically, they scored Bennett's strikes is the stand-up more than the clinch and the back takes by Buchv.
Yeah, and a pretty fair reflection
Ladies
of
and
the
gentlemen,
fight.
on to the next fight of the evening, which will be a bantamweight bout for 3 5-minute rounds. Let's start by introducing the man fighting out of the blue corner into the octagon, Syed
Syed Razer, 3-0 undefeated Dutch fighter. A little bit of a layoff with his last fight happening in 2022, but at still 20 years old, that little layoff probably doesn't really matter too much. It all depends on what he spent those 2 years doing. Have there been 2 years working hard in the gym, perfecting, or has it been 2 years on the couch? And this would be the sort of thing that I think we'll find and see. Right?
I'm sorry, did you say he took 3 years off and he's 20 now?
Right? What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know, these fighters keep getting younger.
He's from Dagestan, though, so...
Oh, right, of course. Yeah.
No biggie.
No.
These guys know how to fight, and stepping up on late notice. A lot of respect for both guys for taking this fight, and we said it again and again and again. I'll say it again and again. Always be ready to go when you want to make a career in this business, because your fight's not always going to go through. Your opponent gets injured, but when opportunity knocks, kick in the door, showcase your skill set, and earn that win.
The world is full of cliches and slogans, and many of them are nonsense. But if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready is so truthful. Getting ready, going from out of shape to in shape is a lot of work. Staying in shape is actually easier.
And let's hope
And
Reza manages to stay in
next,
shape.
his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Barry
Barry Araskin is another of our LFL new talent fighters who's come up through the amateur ranks, now made his pro. And he's had a bit of a rocky start. His pro debut was all fireworks, won in under 20 seconds against Fake Van Iersel, but then his next fight on LFL 16, he lost in a decision, and that really puts you in an interesting state when you're coming into this position.
Yeah, but what a fight that was, man. That was absolutely incredible.
I think it was fine.
You heard his opponent with a couple big shots in the third round. Very talented young kid. And that knockout, he got that first win in his pro career. Reminds me the way Conor McGregor knocked people out, moved his head out of the direction, loaded up on his right, and scored a beautiful knockout. This man's got a lot of talent, and we talked about it in the preview of the show. The only thing he said when he was offered his opponent, yes, why not?
Yeah.
Fighting a guy from Dagestan who was willing to step up, who was ready. He doesn't care. He wants to fight. He wants to fight every couple months. Wants to grow from that, and he's doing that.
In theory, the opponent is just a body type and a collection of skills. And if you are ready and you are at your best and you are free to express your training, you adapt some of the truth of the fight to his body type and his collection of skills. That's easy to say, but when somebody comes in with a particular body type, in this case short and squat, a collection of skills, like he's going to attach himself to you, that's a challenge, but it's a challenge he's ready to have.
Big reception from the local crowd for Araskin. Here we go, Araskin, 5 years the senior, and has a height and reach advantage over Razer.
And introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is 20 years old. He is 165 centimeters tall. He has a record of 3 wins, 0 losses. Hailing from the Netherlands, representing Ruthless MMA, Syed his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's 25 years old. He's 177 centimeters tall. He has a record of 1 win, 1 loss. Hailing from Curaçao, representing Fight IQ, and the referee for this bout will be Mr. Tariq Khan.
Okay, gentlemen, you both understand the rules. I want you to fight hard and fight clean. When I say stop, you stop. You want to touch gloves now? Step back to your corners.
Go. The bantamweight fight earlier was a banger. Let's see if Razer versus Arasin can live up to the funkiness of that fight.
You ready? Round 1, fight.
Here we go. 3 rounds of 5 minutes. Razer in the blue. Barry Raskin in the white trunks. Swinging vicious shot from Razer there.
Front kick falls into an inside kick and then falls into an overhand. And I say fall, it's an intentional use of momentum.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Level change. Tries to go for the takedown. It's what we expected from him, I think.
He's deep, and you see, like, turning his body into a simple machine here.
Trying to hook the leg over Raskin. Trying to put him on his back, but he's struggling with the height of Raskin.
Yeah, he's got the double underhooks up super high, and it seems intentional. Like maybe to stretch him out and lever him over. See, he's not grabbing low, and now Raskin is pulling up on the triceps, but he doesn't seem to be fighting the high grip here. So maybe he wants to stretch him long and trip inside or outside. Yeah, that's what he's looking to do.
And there does seem to be a size difference now. You see them close up together. Raskin looks to be kind of a substantially bigger man.
Yeah. And I would guess that Reza maybe is a natural flyweight who took it on short notice, as we know he did. But yeah, the high grip, the high control position actually does sometimes make the trips a little bit, you know, more impactful. There, I love it. I love it.
Lovely kind of fireman takedown.
Good job by Raskin to get his hips out of there, though, and back to his feet. Now he's broken the grip of Reza as well. Goes back to that fireman carry right away.
Callum wondered if this would be as funky as our earlier bantamweight fight, and so far, takedown-wise, yes, it is. That's somebody who's been training those takedowns and modified throws since he was a little kid. There's no question about that. I mean, he's 20. He is a little kid.
Razer posturing up, trying to land some shots.
And the guard of Raskin.
Razer's there's a team here called Honey Badger. And this is a little honey badger.
Yeah, it's sort of like terrier style aggressiveness, no let up, and he hasn't allowed Raskin to settle into this fight.
Good job by Raskin to get his hips up now, though.
Every move, Reza seems to have a little answer for it and finds a little corner of advantage, and he's looking for a rear naked choke here.
Controlling these positions is about little things, and Reza stepping over the leg, and he was holding on to the bottom leg before Raskin got up. It's these small little things that you need to do automatically instead of thinking about it. You see Reza doing that, and that shows he's got a very high level of controlling the fight.
And the only way they happen automatically is through deliberate practice over a lifetime. Drilling. Yeah.
Reza had a hook in there, but had to let it go when Raskin got to his feet. And looking for another. Oh, but he gets reversed there. Raskin now in half guard on Reza with a minute.
This is where the size advantage comes into play.
Big time. Yeah, he chooses to let up the honey badger.
Yeah, he's straight up. It doesn't matter how, but he wants to get in close with Raskin, and it makes sense because Raskin's got knockout ability, as we know.
I like this kid. The front kick actually is great. It's like flipping a table in a cowboy movie.
Big right end there by Raskin.
Looking for another, but just short there.
This kid's a character.
I love him. Overhanded to get in. That front kick is like when gunfighters flip a table in a cowboy movie to clear space to fire off guns. And this honey badger.
Look at that.
Look at this kid.
Takedown.
It's a great fight.
Yeah, relentless from Razer.
If I may, we give him the nickname of Honey Badger tonight.
Done. Noted.
Put it on Tapology tonight, someone.
Looks like Araskin trying to work for maybe a triangle attempt, but yeah, gets shrugged off by Razer.
Oh, yeah, up kicks in play. You got to come in chest first. And he throws the legs to the side. It's going to end up in guard.
But Razer doesn't stop moving. He is being...
heel hook.
For a heel.
I don't think it's there.
It's going to be difficult with the long legs of Araskin.
Yeah, Araskin offers one up himself, but the Honey Badger gets right back on top. Ravenous, this kid.
Ravenous Razer.
I didn't like that decision by Araskin to just stay on his back. He was okay with being on his back, but when you fight for position in those 50-50 positions and you just automatically allow your opponent to be on top. Knee bar maybe.
2 seconds, 1 second. Nope.
And round one.
What a first round.
When you allow your opponent to win those 50-50 positions without spending too much energy, you just do them a favor, you know?
Yep.
Those positions, those scrambles often win the fight.
And there was a pause in the middle of it where neither man moved, and if Araskin moves to the top position or just gets back to his feet, that moment was there for him.
But Razer, at the minute, sometimes it comes down to these questions of who wants it more, and at the minute Razer is fighting almost every second like he wants this more than anything else.
Right there. That's the moment you got to get up. Oh, well, his foot was... He had to extract his foot rather than sit back on his pelvis.
But yeah, after such a high-octane first round, question is, does Razer have the gas tank? Keep this up for another two?
I mean, he's 20, right? So that helps. He's also smaller, you know. There's a certain kinds of size and body types that are oh, jeez.
Big swing and a miss.
He ate one.
Gum shield is out. Razor's gum shield is on the floor. The ref will look for a second to stop it.
You can't break it here when the action's going.
Now you could if... Yeah, there it is. Thanks. Good work, team.
Time.
Yeah, perfect.
Good
well
work.
done. Well
Good work from Tariq Khan
Stay in your
there.
position. Stay in your position.
You don't need... This is...
Time in. Fight.
So he chose to break when the Honey Badger had the advantage, which is great. You don't want to break when your opponent is doing something and give him you get the benefit of the break when he's on you. But Araskin turned him here and made it moot.
So I want to see Araskin frame and try to create space. He doesn't want to be in these positions with Reza.
Agreed. You might think you're going to win one position, but position 2 or 3 or 4, you might end up on your back with the Honey Badger going at your neck. Right?
I believe Araskin is trying, but with these grapplers,
the space is
guys they always try to grab a hold of your arms and they stay in close. It's difficult and very annoying.
And Razer tagged him there when they separated and just latched straight back on him like the...
That's the thing.
Honey Badger is.
The moment you create... We're like, okay, we need to make a gap. But in that gap, it says firing. So you need to make a gap and be defensively sound. And while you're being defensively sound, he's going to be back in on your hips. Or he's going to throw one of these lifetime takedowns that he's been doing since he was 4. Probably against bears.
And has managed it 3 times now.
Start with a teddy bear and then you take a brown bear.
That's right.
And you do it in the cage.
Work your way up to grizzly. Of course, I'm referencing Khabib when he was younger.
The referees are on it today.
Yeah, they
I like it.
Yeah, our reps have continually... The Dutch MMA referee system is just continually getting better and better.
And that's your job, you know, like when someone's doing something that's not allowed, grabbing shorts, grabbing a cage, those are actions that can easily change the fight by a ton. So, not allowed. I saw a quick point deduction by because of cage grabs earlier in the fight before. So,
it was, you had pointed it out earlier, they should deduct a point
immediately.
The reason he did it was because it was such a big moment changer, a moment shifter, a momentum destroyer that he had to.
Big shot from Reza there on the separation.
Seemed like he caught him with something, but...
Araskin dropped him, flash dropped him with a hook as Reza was kicking his way in. And he caught him with a little elbow. Like, Araskin's finding moments. It's just he's got a ravenous animal on top of him. small and hungry.
Grabbing the cage again. Reza is doing a sneaky job of grabbing the cage now and then. When he's in this position, he's hiding his hand behind Araskin.
Twist and turn.
The balance there.
Elbows there for Araskin, but Reza punches over the top. There was a space for elbows when you're on one foot.
Man, it's so difficult to break when you're fighting a guy like Reza.
It's so easy for us to talk about it. You know, like, well, hey, he needs to, but it's so hard to do. Everybody at home can be like, why don't you separate? But it's just so hard to do in real life, in the moment, with an animal on you. I think Rez is finally taking a little break here.
But Araskin looks pretty tired as well. Yeah. That's the issue for us.
Reza pushed for 8 minutes and 30 seconds, redlined himself, which of course has made both of them tired, but he's one of them. He's one of the two that are tired here.
Look at this, he's going for that carry again.
Yeah, this is what you do, settle.
His hips to the ground like he's doing right now. Good job there by Araskin.
Punch, yeah.
Reza's on him.
Reza's going to be slower now, a little tiny bit slower, and that may be enough for Araskin to land a few key straight punches.
Oh, yeah, and it manages to connect, not hard, but enough.
That's an energy burner to spin like that with 44 seconds left, but it touched.
And Araskin has a few minutes here to try and land something, but look like he's moving
straight punches. That's all you want from Araskin.
Oh, jumping knee.
Straight punches.
Spinning up on his back fist.
Both sides. Araskin's going to need a knockout. Like any 3 out of 4 judges will see it for the little attacker that's been going. You're going to need a knockout if you're Araskin.
A wild overhand right, one of Reza's little honey badger trademarks now.
I want to see Araskin set up his head kick with his strikes.
That's a great idea.
Where Reza's carrying his hands, it's going to be dangerous. And with the length of Araskin, it's a great weapon. What a round.
What a round, but by the end of it, both men looked exhausted.
Really fun fight, really fascinating fight. And Araskin is doing a lot more than the average viewer is seeing. He's touching him more, he's catching him inside a little more. But 8 out of, and he dropped him with a left hook at a really nice time. But 7, 8, 9 out of 10 judges are going to see both those 2 rounds for the Ravenous Honey Badger. And then he adds a little extra, like his spinning wheel kick or spinning hook kick.
You just completed the nickname, the Ravenous.
The Ravenous Honey Badger.
The Ravenous Honey Badger.
Sayed, the Ravenous Honey Badger Reza.
Okay, I love it.
Araskin can still win this fight, no question about it. Straight punches, the head kick like Stefan mentioned, maybe even a front kick. Knee up the middle, something straight, something from weapon to target of the chin.
Here we go, our third and final round of LFL 19.
Oh, Reza goes high.
Love this guy. 20 years old, 3 years off of fighting.
I'll get right in there by Araskin.
Front kicks are good. That'll work.
Reza moving a bit less chaotically now, but still manages to...
Araskin. Got a hold of, he's got the back.
Looking for a takedown, but couldn't quite complete it.
Araskin fighting the hands of Reza. Oh, nice knee there by Reza.
Yeah, that hurts.
Keep your fingers out of the cage.
What a good knee there by Reza, and he's doing a great job with this body lock to stay in control and to twist and turn Araskin into positions where he can land his knees, even though he's a lot shorter.
Nice reversal for Araskin there.
4 minutes now for Araskin to separate, and here you want to uppercut or a knee, but this kid just throws chaos at you every time you separate.
Nice uppercut there by Araskin.
Uppercuts and knees. That's a good choice.
Good. Now Araskin, does he have enough in the tank to start picking Reza apart here?
This monster. I love this kid.
I think this is a mistake by Araskin to jump on him.
Yeah. Separate, uppercuts, knees.
Now he's here again.
Yep.
This is where Reza wants to be.
But now he's back to that frame. Separate, still trying to separate.
Even when you have that frame, it's so difficult to get this bandage off of you.
Yeah.
He's just sticky.
Yeah, it just hangs on you like sap, impossible to get off. And this is where Arasin now is...
Elbow now, yeah. Elbow your way out.
If he's not careful, he'll get spun back
Push him
round.
away, look at this.
Yeah, that's good.
Another mistake, though. You can land it, but you can also put yourself in trouble. And now Reza is back on the body lock.
Double underhooks. He's going to dig in. Right hand is going to worm its way in. Reza's tired too, though, but this is going to be a make or break. Halfway through round 3, it's going to be a make or break position here. Does Reza end up on top, or does Arasin separate? He's got a frame, an old school BJ Penn frame.
Gonna lock up a ninja choke from there. Reza's tired, but he's got that Dagestani gas tank. Even when you're tired, just keep going.
Yeah. There's more there.
Oh, jumping knee in.
But a lot of energy from Arasin there.
You know, 2.5 minutes. Wouldn't it be wonderful to win by jumping knee? But if you don't get it, it's a bit all or nothing, right? And
got the choke, but Reza recognizes it.
Reza didn't like those little shots to the head, but separated with one of his own.
I don't blame him. That's a good spot there. Elbows in the ear.
Is he going to
see what he's got a few different throws he does from his knees, which is brilliant when you're short, right? Develop an even shorter takedown, lower body takedowns.
Yeah, I tried those fireman carries now and then.
Yeah,
I almost broke my back 3 times.
I bet.
Oh, look at this! Swing with the.
He's wobbled. He's wobbled himself from fatigue. Look at noodles for arms, and I mean that with respect. But he earned that.
But he still just keeps on. Doesn't let Arasin breathe or settle for a second. He's now back into the clinch.
That's for a spinning elbow from the honey badger, the ravenous honey badger. 1 minute to go. We don't know who won nothing in all of this fun nonsense, but if you're if the honey badger doesn't get finished, and if he ends up on top, you got to think this 20-year-old came back from a 3-year layoff and won this fight.
In a weight class he normally doesn't fight at.
Yeah,
incredibly impressive.
On a couple of days' notice.
Yeah, I'd like to see both these men in the cage again. They've put on an incredibly entertaining fight.
Yeah, let's have them fight again, no matter how these last 30 seconds go. This was fun.
Every LFL we
triangle, but Reza passes. Octopus guard, kind of for Arasin, but he doesn't get back to his feet. He needs to move his hips backward to get to his knees, but Reza's eyeing him.
Reza's just been relentless. Just on him every second, allowing no breathing room, no chance to work. Arasin's fighting, Arasin's striking.
Looking for that choke again, but Reza recognizes it and doesn't allow him. This is it. What a fight. Good.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that fight.
Incredible action between these two. Heart rates must be spiking, bodies near exhaustion, but they left every ounce of everything they had out there, and now it's in the judges' hands.
Little Reza is dancing.
For a little bit of a dance. Love it.
This is the... Some of the credit, should Reza win this fight, goes to also his ability to create chaos at distance. Right, when there was range, which is where Arasin's dangerous. Look at the kind of nonsense he's throwing, but he can do it because look, he ends up low on the single, right? Like he ends up, so he can take these risks because when the chaos is presented, chaos is just patterns we don't understand. This kid understands them. He makes them and he understands them, and he flows within them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have counted their points, and we have a winner. The man fighting out of the blue corner, Sandro Vieira.
you a question. How old are you?
20.
What year were you born?
2001.
And you took 3 years off of fighting and then came back tonight?
Yeah, man. Can't problem, bro. I am crazy.
You are crazy.
Can't problem, brother. This case, I am crazy. Others are good, man. Every who speak. Can't problem. I love you, every people. Hello, Amsterdam. Next time, inshallah, champion.
Yeah, you are crazy, my friend, and it was wonderful to watch you fight. Hey, we gave you a nickname if you are interested in having it. We gave you a nickname, the Ravenous Honey Badger. Sayed, the Ravenous Honey Badger. Reza, congratulations. Thank your team.
Yeah, man. Thank you, yes. Assalamu alaikum, Zizini, Azerbaijan, Turkey. Hey, guy. Assalamu alaikum, Iran, Azerbaijan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, every family. Me no see family 5 years. I am crazy, brother. This chase, I am good fighter. Yeah, man, me 56 kilo is fighter, yeah. Coming this 62 fight, yeah, man. One. This fight is, thank you, is my coach, Amir, my brother, is my family. This fight is Turkish speak. Assalamu alaikum, Fatih abi. Fuat abi, çok teşekkür ederim. Çok destek verdiniz. Umarım ki güzel bir maç çıkarttım. Doğru ağır siklette dövüştüm. Problem yok. İnşallah bir daha içinde güzel maç göstereceğim. Çok sağ ol organizasyon sahibinden. Thank you, Stefan. Very good.
He's fighting on 50. Yes. So he took it on 3 days' notice. This is not his normal weight class. He's a crazy man. Congratulations, Sayed, the Ravenous Honey Badger, Reza.
Incredible performance and an incredible character there, Stefan. I want to see him back in the cage, most likely at flyweight, as we discussed. Yep. 20 years old, incredibly chaotic, exciting, relentless, powerful fighter, and one that, yeah, we're very lucky to witness that performance tonight.
Yeah, 100%, and we said it before the fight, if you stay ready, you don't have to be ready. This man is always ready. With that fight style of his, he's always ready to fight. You just see that. It's a natural.
All right, folks, on to the next fight of the evening, which will be a catch-weight bout at 73 kilograms for 3 5-minute rounds. Let's start by introducing the man fighting out of the blue corner, Mahir Belcadir.
Belcadir, this is his third professional fight. He began boxing at 14, MMA at 18, with a 2-1 amateur record. Again, he hasn't fought for 2 years. His last fight's happening in 2023. That year was his pro debut with 1 win and 1 loss. So I guess we'll see if he spent those 2 years working in the gym. Again, only 22 years old. A huge future ahead of him. And yeah, it definitely looks like he's in decent shape.
22. I mean, he was born in after the year 2000.
2002.
2002.
It hurts when you hear that, when you say that yourself and you realize, what?
I have socks older than that.
Yep.
It really is incredible, though, because what's happening, and if you go on the internet and you watch, there's 7-year-olds hitting pads, and there's 5-year-olds breakdancing, and it doesn't matter what any human endeavor, there are younger and younger people able to do it at higher and higher levels because the knowledge evolves, the coaching evolves, food, diet, rest, everything. We just learn so much. So you can see kids like 20-year-old Honey Badger that we just saw, and a young man like this at 22, and they can do incredible things. It's really inspiring.
And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Chan Hirchi.
Hirchin is one of these upcoming talents. 19 years old. It's kind of what you were talking about, Robin. Began kickboxing at 9, had his first kickboxing fight at that age. Wrestling in MMA at 17, pro debut at 18, amateur kickboxing champion, German, European, Muay Thai German champion. You know, he had an amazing fight at LFL 14. If you saw the beginning of the show, you'd have seen a beautiful right-hand knockout. I believe that might have been given knockout of the night. And yeah, then had a bit of a setback against Giannis and Castro at LFL 15.
Which, of course, is good for him.
Exactly.
Very experienced opponent.
Yeah. 2005, this one was born. So at 9 in 2014, he started kickboxing.
You're going to make me cry, Robin. You need to stop.
I had my last professional fight in 2014.
But yeah, after that fight, Hirchin got back on the wagon. So in May, he fought Wagner Robson Viana and won that. So he's already, after that first professional loss, bounced back. So now the question is, can he come back to the cage, the place of his first professional loss, and keep on rising, keep on his trajectory as a 19-year-old fighter? It's a fascinating narrative.
You know, I was talking to Stuart Austin again. I mentioned some of our conversation earlier. He was talking about Mario Pinto. And whether you're Mario Pinto or a young man like Hirchin who's 19, what you're hoping to do is be obsessed with the process, but not outcomes, not titles, not top 10s, none of that, and not even winning, just performing well, getting better all the time. If you perform well, you'll win.
Here we go. You can see the age 22 and 19, and then very similar body shapes. Only a 3 centimeter height advantage to Hirchin, and then a 2 centimeter height reach advantage there. So very physically two evenly matched fights.
And introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is 22 years old. He's 179 centimeters tall. He has a record of 1 win, 1 loss. Hailing from France, representing Apex MMA, Maher Uma And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is 19 years old. He's 182 centimeters tall. He has a record of 4 wins, 1 loss. Hailing from Turkey, representing KK Sparta Aachen, Can Vieira. And the referee for this bout will be Mr. Jean-Philippe Carboni.
Here we go, 3 5-minute rounds of this catchweight 73 kilogram fight. Hirchin in the white trunks, Belcadir in the blue.
Belcadir is coming out mirror stance, right hand forward.
And Hirchin already peppering that right leg with some kicks. I believe landed 2 already.
Belcadir looking physically very strong.
Yeah.
We don't know a lot about him. We've seen the potential of Hirchin. We've all seen in his fight so far that he's got a lot to work on, and that's good because he needs to improve, especially on the ground. He's got a great feel in the stand-up. He's got a great right hand, as we saw against Tom Molenaar.
Hirchin's wasn't afraid to throw rear leg to front leg in mirrored stance low. Like, you can go shin to shin there. A lot of people are very hesitant to throw that kick, rightly so. Hirchin's locked right in.
Come on, guy.
And his hands are incredibly fast, Hirchin.
He's waiting. He's inviting and waiting.
Two of them.
Hirchin wants him to pull the trigger. Hirchin wants to go second, third. Yeah, see?
And connects with
in there by Belcadir. He understands that Hirchin's waiting for him.
So what happens if Hirchin's looking to go second, meaning get Belcadir to throw? Belcadir wants to go third, meaning fake or light one, ask for an answer, and answer the answer.
You're such a poet, Robin.
It's just, it's 1, 2, 3's ABCs, but it's also do re mi's, you know.
Action, guys.
Musical.
There's the big right hand again, but Belcadir is doing a great job of staying out of range.
He's starting to check and watch some of those low kicks from Hirchin. But very tactical, very tense. The entire arena can just feel it. You can almost hear a pin drop.
In these first couple of minutes, this is a dynamic where somebody gets knocked out. If we start seeing minute 4 and 5, maybe it'll change a little bit. But right now, you got two guys locked in, trying to draw something out and land clean.
Nice job there by Belcadir. They're both getting a ton of reads.
Yeah, but they're also telling each other lies, right? So the read you get from me might be the read I'm feeding you, you know? And in these guys' cases, that's what's happening.
You just feel at any moment it's a powder keg and there's just going to be a explosion, a flurry of movement and violence.
Belcadir is legit. You can see he's trying to get Hirchin to buy onto things he's selling him. Saying, hey, watch my front hand. I'm playing different things now. My hands are up. Now I'm down. Now I reach. He's showing many, many different combat identities on purpose to make Hirchin hesitate.
And that right from Hirchin is...
yeah.
There we go.
Bit of a head clash, I think.
And that right from Hirchin is viper fast. It just whips out. And Belcadir as well. Obviously, we've seen it in LFL in the past, the power behind it as well. So Belcadir is understandably conscious of that violent potential.
I was waiting for that. I was just going to say, I want to see some kicks out of Belcadir.
Yeah, smart.
Especially to the right arm of Hirchin. When you don't connect with your shin or your foot to the neck or the chin, at least you're hurting his right power arm.
Yeah, and there's small muscles in the tricep and the forearm, and you can really, really affect the way somebody throws a punch.
Kick by Hirchin.
These two lined up at the weigh-ins, and a lot of times it's all bravado, but you got the feeling both of them were saying, I'm not walking out of here the loser, and I'm walking out awake, and you're not.
Yeah, there's a quiet intensity to what they're doing at the minute.
There's right.
That connection.
That's one rare error where Belcadir's head came in on a linear line so that Hirchin could touch him with his right knuckles. Just a little error or hesitation or slight miscalculation.
Hirchin needs to step in deeper with his right hand.
Okay, first clinch of the fight so far. It'll be intriguing to see who comes out top in this.
We know Hirchin trains at KKS Sparta Aachen under the tutelage of our former heavyweight champion, Kasim Aras. So we know he's working on his wrestling.
Belcadir looks like a lot here. He's just doing a little kinesthetic learning. All this is just like, okay, how strong is he? Where does he put his hip? What does this feel like? Oh, I see. Where can I go here? Can I go to the back? Can I get under him? It's a lot of learning here. It's a safe learning environment for Belcadir.
Short right hand there by Hirchin to end the round.
Fascinating chess match between these two. Neither bringing out the big pieces, just moving the pawns into the middle of the board, feinting, counter-feinting. Yeah, just neither revealing their full strategy.
They're both a lot here. There's a lot going on with both of these guys. Very, very athletic. Really, you know, they're complicated in that you don't know how they're putting their whole games together, but they're complicated and founded on fundamentals. Hands, footwork, finish with a kick. Like, it's all just smart fighting here. And they're both good athletes, and they're both mentally really dialed in.
Tough for the judges to call. Maybe Hirchin had slightly more ring control, if that's what they're looking at, but neither really landed that many significant shots. Here we go, our second of 3 rounds.
Second round, fight.
Belcadir really believes in his southpaw skills too. You know, every 9 out of 10 people he trains with are right-handed with the left hand forward, and that's not so for Hirchin. He trains with far less southpaws. Mathematically speaking, there are less on planet Earth. So that's why a southpaw is so difficult to deal with. They deal with you all the time, but you don't deal with them. And look at this.
Shots
Love it.
in there. The head kick countered by Hirchin.
The kick is sort of accepted, and as it's flying in the air, 4 punches are thrown.
He used the level change as a feint to set up that head kick, but great answer there by Hirchin.
Hirchin just read it all. Didn't believe it was a takedown, but this time it was, right?
Goes for a single. Goes to a body lock, but good defense by Hirchin. Nice takedown there by Belcadir.
Got in behind the hip and counter-rotated him.
Strained a full
he looks like a
mount.
lot here.
And we've seen issues in Hirschin's game in the past here. This is where he lost the fight against Anderson Castro.
4 minutes.
4 minutes of mount.
Big shots from
Oh.
Belcadir.
Good way to spin around.
Yeah, now you're on his back.
He's got one hook in.
He looks
He's
like
got
a
both.
lot here. Shook the one leg, actually, really beautifully.
A great job there by Hirschin, but
Didn't expect him to be able to do that, but the ride is still here. Belcadir's no worries whatsoever. Happy to just ride here.
so Hirschin now, of course, needs to defend the rear naked, but he wants to explode.
Yeah.
You need yourself up and explode.
You need the flats of your feet down, right? You notice he's on the insteps, the tops of his feet. So the first thing we need to accomplish is our feet need to be, or at least one foot needs to be down. The process of putting that foot down will tell Belcadir there's some blood coming. The question is, how much has Hirchin seen his own blood in these environments?
Big shots from Belcadir to open up that rear naked. It's
got
locked
it.
in.
Got it locked in. That's it.
Yes, it's under the chin.
Yeah.
And this will be over. There it is. Belcadir gets the takedown, then just cuts through Hirchin's guard and defense like butter, lands some big shots before sinking in the rear naked. Incredible work after a tense first round.
Very good methodical performance there by Belcadir.
We don't know how Hirchin's mind processed any of that, but that's why I mentioned when we saw the blood start to puddle it there, how much has he seen this process, himself bleeding, leaking plasma onto the mat? How much has he seen that? Because it can distract you. The first couple of times it's a distraction. And right when the blood hit, really smartly is when Belcadir went under the chin. And if your mind is distracted even for a moment, watch, looks down, he sees blood, there's now an arm underneath there. If your mind leaves the focus of the moment for even a millisecond, that can be enough. Watch, blood, neck, head, palm to palm, palm in the arm, and now he's already done.
And Belcadir didn't even need both hooks in there, kept one hook in, which would have given Hirchin a potential chance of escape, but similar to his previous fight against Sandro Castro.
This guy's a lot.
Showed he maybe needs to work on his ground game a little bit more, but at 19 years old, he has the time.
This Belcadir is a lot. He's a fully formed mixed martial artist.
Just waiting for Hirchin to go over. He's just mopping up some of his bloody nose so we can get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by way of rear naked choke, fighting out of the blue corner,
Congratulations, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful fight. Really, really tough opponent, but you're a lot. You can see it. You're a lot. How did you feel?
Ich bin goed, Goya. Ich bin goed. I'm good.
Feeling good? You got a smile on your face. You've been very serious and intense all this time, but this is something to celebrate.
Yeah, I take this fight seriously. I prepare myself and I finish him.
Yeah, you did.
This was the game plan.
Yeah, it was. To get him down, beat him up, bloody him, get the neck.
Everything. Boxing, wrestling, and for a final submission.
Beautifully done. Take a moment, thank your people.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. He come with me. My coach, Rafael Bartel. And my friend, my cousin. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Wonderful performance. Morero Belcadir.
Great performance from Belcadir. Really had some tactical first round, took his advantage in the second round, and when he took Hirchin down, he really made it count.
Yeah, he made the most of every moment once he was on top of Hirchin. Some good ground and pound. He took the back, was patient when he had the back, and when the opportunity came to lock in a choke, he did a beautiful job to do just that.
And we are going to go for a short intermission, so check back in 8 minutes time, grab yourself a little snack, and then we have our co-main event, our contender heavyweight bout. This is one you don't want to miss. See you shortly, people.
For the victory lap, though. Whoa, whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I should overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here, switch gears.
And the King of Amsterdam's finally returned. When is there going to be someone who can take me to the second round? The new LFL Welterweight Champion! And give me my fucking belt!
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. Not surprised.
I've fought all over the world, like world-class organisations all over, and I thought LFL was a great opportunity to show myself. You know, like the promotion's growing, like week by week, month by month, year by year. But like people are knowing more and more about it, and the athletes going onto great platforms. I'm Stuart Austin. I'm a heavyweight professional fighter fighting out of London. I'm fighting Brazilian Sandro Vieira, a bit of a kickboxer. He's got 100-odd kickboxing matches, 30 professional MMA fights. He's got two choices. He can meet me in the middle, in which we're going to be exchanging and, you know, wrestling, clinching, and it's going to throw down, or he can retreat. And if he retreats, it's only a matter of time before I get on him. And at that point, I'm going to be all over him. You know, I'm going to swarm him, and it's not going to go well for him. So I'm just really excited to get back in there. It's been over a year, and it'll be fun to get back out there and compete, show my skill set, show how much I've developed. All the boys in the gym, you know, like have been giving me trouble for, you know, not competing, and they want to see me have, you know, finish my career strong. I'm just excited to fight such an experienced guy. You know, I'm LFL heavyweight Stuart Austin. Watch me fight live August the 3rd on Viaplay and YouTube.
My name is Agy Sardari. I'm fighting for the LFL Lightweight title, and I'm fighting from the Honey Badgers. I'm fighting Carlao Silva. He's a Brazilian from Natal. I watched a few of his fights, and I know what he does, but I think everything he does, I do better. So if we go to the ground, I'm better. If we keep on striking, I'm better. In the clinch work, in the wrestling game, in all the exchanges, I just see no options for him. Like, obviously, a fight is a fight and anything can happen, but I just don't see him win. I'm just gonna do what I do best. We have some new tricks up in our sleeves, so he can expect a lot of elbows and knees. That's all I can say. He's not prepared for it, no. I went like from Cage Warriors to RS to Octagon. I ended up top 3. Now my biggest dream is to get to the UFC. We need one more fight. I'm gonna fight it on home soil in the Netherlands, in my home country. And I just wanted to end with a bang and leave my mark here in the Netherlands. And this is gonna be my 25th pro fight, so I'm a true veteran in the Netherlands. So I'm used to the 5-rounders, and LFL is a good stepping stone, is a good organization where a lot of big guys fight and then go to the UFC. Before I go, end with a bang and just collect all the belts, and the LFL belt is the last one. I'm LFL Lightweight title contender Agy Sardari. Come and watch me live in Amsterdam on August 3rd or live on Viaplay or YouTube. Be there.
Who are we? We are the boundary defiers, innovation drivers, future facers, pioneers. Together, we're crafting a decentralized web, a web where every voice is heard, where power is distributed. With Polkadot, we're not just breaking barriers, we're redefining possibilities. Defy what's possible with Polkadot.
Of this event, and we have our co-main coming up very shortly, which will see a contender bout with Vieira versus Austin for, you know, hopefully whoever wins this is going to have a shot at the heavyweight gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the co-main event of the evening, which will be a heavyweight bout for 3 5-minute rounds. Let's start by calling the man fighting out of the blue corner into the octagon, Sandro Vieira.
Vieira is one of those Brazilian fighters we all love to watch. I mean, is there anything better than someone who started training capoeira at 6, BJJ at 8, kickboxing at 14, was a professional football player, is now a BJJ black belt, has over 30 fights. I mean, this is a man who knows how to party.
Yeah, and we'll get on a plane and fly across the Atlantic diagonally up to Europe to fight a guy who's beat the UFC heavyweight champion of the world. I love him. I'm a fan.
And you know, with 65% of his wins coming from knockout, yeah, this is a guy who knows his way around the cage, knows to throw an exciting fight. Even though this is the commentator's curse, now we say that it will be a slow, methodical, tippy-tappy sort of fight, but you never know.
Nah, this one's not gonna go that way. The finish is definitely happening in this one. He's got only 2 wins by decision, and Stuart Austin is also a true fight finisher. So if this one goes to a decision,
Yeah.
I'll make up something.
Yeah.
I'll think of something.
You'll think of something to eat. Yeah, I mean, you're right. This guy's a finisher, and Stuart is an instigator who will find the way. Stuart defeated a UFC heavyweight champion, as we mentioned. Somebody at our broadcast table also did that. Was it you, Callum?
I'll have to think.
I loved watching that fight of you, Callum. Such a good job.
No, Stefan Struve, of course, defeated Stipe Miocic.
And Nogueira.
Yeah. Well done.
Just saying.
Hey,
just saying.
I appreciate the correction.
He's also a former champion.
No, you are correct, sir.
And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Stuart Austin.
We've already spoken a bit about Stuart Austin, but he has one of our favorite things at this commentary booth, which is a judo background. Judo fighters in MMA are always entertaining. They've got such an interesting way of standing up, but that's just the surface level of Stuart Austin. We said he's beaten Tom Aspinall, he's fought in PFL, he's represented Great Britain in judo, he's been in Bellator, BJJ brown belt. If there's something to be done in the heavyweight division, this man has pretty much done it all.
And he's in as good a shape as I've seen him in years. Lean and light, probably fast. Watch for fast feet. And he's calm. He's always calm and analytical and able to get out of his own way when he fights.
He's also got a win over Satoshi Ishii, another incredible judo fighter.
Amazing.
So he's got a couple very big wins on his record. Very good grappler.
And you know who couldn't care less about that? Sandro Vieira. He couldn't care less. He'll fight anyone, anywhere, in any cage, and he's laid out, what, 12.5 of them?
Yeah, he did.
Here's the lineup. Vieira, 5 years older than Austin, weighing in lighter than Austin, which is a little bit of a surprise, has the height advantage, but Austin has 2 centimeters on reach.
Oh, baby. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and I will say, Austin is a very lean-looking 118
and
kilograms.
Introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner. He's 42 years old. He's 190 centimeters tall. He has 17 wins on his record. Hailing from Brazil, representing Los Alamos Academy, Sandro Vieira. And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's 37 years old. He's 188 centimeters tall. He has 18 wins on his record. Representing Great Britain, representing Fight Zone London, Stuart Austin. And the referee for this bout will be Mr. Tariq Khan.
Okay, gentlemen, you both understand the rules. Listen to my instructions at all times. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves now. Step back into your corners.
Oh, a second of hesitation there about whether they're going to touch gloves.
I mean, we're going to touch each other's faces with our knuckles, so we might as well.
Here we go, our co-main event of LFL 19.
Judge. Fighter, you ready? Round 1, let's fight.
Let's see if Vieira is hyper aggressive in these first few minutes or not.
I saw Mario Pinto say, just go forward, straight through him. Look for the clinch, look for the takedown, I think.
Oh, there's a way I left. This could be over as it starts. Oh, ref Tariq Khan's looking.
Defend yourself.
He's calling for defense. This might be over.
It's over.
And it is done.
Little leaping left hook. Turn the knuckles, turn the pinky up high. Light and elastic and explosive.
A blink and you'll miss it. Vieira caught flat-footed, ate that left hook, and then just devoured a barrage of shots from Austin on the floor. Wow. Austin might have just booked himself a berth for the heavyweight title there with that performance. Didn't even need to prepare.
Watch.
like Mario Pinto, Shaka Mali, and Louis Sutherland will keep you sharp. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Big iron sharpens big iron as it goes.
Watch this. Boop. Light and elastic. Pinky up, knuckles down.
Also the ground and pound. Standing over Vieira. Heavy, heavy hands.
When you got these heavyweights, it's like Cyril Gahn is like that. When you got these heavyweights who are real springy and bouncy and elastic, and they throw punches like a child whips a wet towel, they're dangerous fighters. These are dangerous, dangerous men with every single strike.
And there is Austin, almost when he went for the walk-off KO, but yeah, the referee made him make sure the fight was over for sure.
They've got a fucking tournament. Someone's gonna pull out. I want him.
And Austin, we didn't catch what he was saying, but he had some choice words for someone or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by way of TKO, Stuart Austin.
What is up, Stuart Austin? Doing very well, thanks. A little light leaping left hook. That's all it was. Springy and elastic and bouncy. Did it feel like a shot I was going to drop him?
It felt amazing. To be honest, like, that's like a year and a half. I've had multiple shows, messed me around with contracts, not giving me opportunities. I just wanted to fight. LFL found someone for me. The biggest problem was people are hiding. There's plenty of heavyweights, you know, who just said no immediately. They didn't want it. Yeah, so I want to go Japan. I want to go Rising. If I fight for LFL again, I would love to win the belt. Yeah, my boy has it right now, so when he's in the UFC, when Louis Sutherland's in the UFC, give me the belt, I'll take it. Then I'm going Rising, I'm going Japan. I want to be the king of Japan, yeah? That's what I want.
King of Japan has a good ring to it, brother. So when we were talking, you said you like to fight mellow just as if it's a sparring, it's just anybody. But right before you started, Mario Pinto said, right through him.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's a year and a half. Like, I should be fighting, like, you know, like on the big shows. This is a big show, but for me, this is getting me to where I want to be. I love LFL. The show's been awesome to me in the gym. You know, Fight Zone London are doing big things here. So I want to keep doing it here, and I want that belt. And then we're going on holiday, yeah?
Holiday now, sir. Take a second to thank your people.
Who are those guys? Who are they? Wait, oh, it's Mario Pinto, former LFL heavyweight champion. Archie, Tom, thank you very much. Thank you, Rowan, Katsu. Thank you, Marcus Paul. Thank you, everyone at Fight Zone. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Fleur, as well. My missus, she's amazing. Literally, my life got better when she came into it.
Beautiful stuff, man. That was wonderful. I really enjoyed watching you fight. And we will see you next time. Stuart Austin, ladies and gentlemen.
A class act. Stuart Austin looked fantastic coming back into the cage and calling for the heavyweight belt once Louis Sutherland is able to, well, either vacates it or moves further up. So, yeah, that's going to be what's next for Stuart Austin. Very impressive. Would love to see him in the cage some more, see him tested and put through his paces.
Hey, we like having all these fighters come back here, but if he wants to go to Japan, we'll all enjoy that from Amsterdam. We'll get a party together at LFL headquarters and watch that.
Well, we have a very short break coming up, 6 minutes. Go enjoy yourself, and then we have our main event, our lightweight title fight between Silva and Sardari. We'll see you very shortly.
For the victory lap though. Whoa, whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and ain't no channel for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here, switch gears.
Fight clearly, my comments all the time. Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
Touch gloves, step out.
Now there is murder in their eyes.
about to open the card tonight. Wow!
Dances with the devil. Your power isn't special. We don't fit on your canvas. We burn it all to ashes. We are the outlaws.
Right out, second fight, second round. This kid has got some serious power.
Referee was moving in to finish it.
What an end to the fight. What a round. The winner of this fight, by knockout, is the man in the red corner.
This could be it. We keep our eyes on the weak, they know that they targets. Hunting for goodwill, we ain't looking for bargains. And you should say a prayer, ain't nobody praying for you. Cause if I want it, then it's mine, that's what I'm saying to you. If you faint hearted, you better leave. You try and cross me, then you dead to me. Cause I'm in the business of making enemies. And there's a good chance that you may never leave. You feeling comfortable, you should never be. Outlaws come alive in the nighttime.
This is my house.
Who are we? We are the boundary defiers, innovation drivers, future facers, pioneers. Together, we're crafting a decentralized web, a web where every voice is heard, where power is distributed. With Polkadot, we're not just breaking barriers, we're redefining possibilities. Defy what's possible with Polkadot.
My name is Agy Sardari. I'm fighting for the LFL Lightweight title, and I'm fighting from the Honey Badgers. I'm fighting Carlao Silva. He's a Brazilian from Natal. I watched a few of his fights, and I know what he does, but I think everything he does, I do better. So if we go to the ground, I'm better. If we keep on striking, I'm better. In the clinch work, in the wrestling game, in all the exchanges, I just see no options for him. Like, obviously, a fight is a fight and anything can happen, but I just don't see him win. I'm just gonna do what I do best. We have some new tricks up in our sleeves, so he can expect a lot of elbows and knees. That's all I can say. He's not prepared for it, no. I went like from Cage Warriors to RS to Octagon. I ended up top 3. Now my biggest dream is to get to the UFC. We need one more fight. I'm gonna fight it on home soil in the Netherlands, in my home country. And I just wanted to end with a bang and leave my mark here in the Netherlands. And this is gonna be my 25th pro fight, so I'm a true veteran in the Netherlands. So I'm used to the 5-rounders, and LFL is a good stepping stone, is a good organization where a lot of big guys fight and then go to the UFC. Before I go, end with a bang and just collect all the belts, and the LFL belt is the last one. I'm LFL Lightweight title contender Agy Sardari. Come and watch me live in Amsterdam on August 3rd or live on VL Play or YouTube. Be there.
Welcome back to LFL.
And gentlemen, guess what? It's the moment we've all been waiting for. The main event of the evening, which will be a lightweight bout. Title fight for 5 5-minute rounds. Let's start by calling the man fighting out of the blue corner into the octagon, Carlao Silva.
Carlao Silva, a Brazilian fighter, began fighting due to self-defense, but then developed a passion, a purity for it. He's won belts in Shooto Brazil, was a champion of Copa Norte MMA, which is the biggest event in the Manaus region of Brazil, and MMA mad country, as we know. He's also fought against Adriano Martins, who is famous for being the man who beat Islam Makhachev in the UFC. Yeah, and Silva is currently a purple belt BJJ practitioner, MMA instructor in Kuwait. Yeah, this is a man with some serious MMA pedigree, and is going to be a dangerous man in the cage.
I used to commentate Shooto Brazil for UFC, and it was a really, or is a really alive, vital show. Audiences are screaming, like very visceral Brazil kind of show, and he did very well there. He was a champion, won a belt in Shooto Brazil, so he has fought at a high level. One of the storylines, besides his skill and besides the dynamic of the fight, is he traveled all this way and then didn't make weight by a fair bit. So he is not eligible to fight for this belt, so his job here is to erase all of that with a high-level performance, win this fight, and then say, look, I'm sorry, it happened. I want to come back and fight for it again. And that is the assignment tonight. And then he's got to get all of it out of his head and just out here freewheeling and flowing and win this fight.
And fair play for Sardari for taking the fight as well. 3 kilograms in a division like this is a lot of weight.
Introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Agy Sardari.
And he's saying Sardari taking this fight even though his opponent was overweight. This man has a strong amateur record, 7-0, has over 19 victories. The Dutch crowd are going wild for him here. Sardari, national karate champion, 2 times world champion Cage Warriors, brown belt in BJJ. The man has it all and the warrior spirit to boot. And here he is to take on and try and win the LFL Lightweight title.
Dude can fight.
You cannot go wrong with this walkout song.
No, I feel like I'm getting wound.
Why not?
Well, if you're overly too lit up, this is not the song for you. But if you need a little extra boost, and that is part of how you get focused for a fight, you're absolutely right. You cannot go wrong.
Yeah, he's a very well-rounded fighter, good on the ground, good in the striking. Former Cage Warriors champion. Fought some really good guys in Cage Warriors, and he's definitely one of the best lightweights in Europe that isn't signed to the UFC or PFL.
Very stupid question, but I don't watch any UFC Opens anymore. Any of the... Do they still run this? Do they still run this song on the top of the UFC?
I believe now and then for sure, but they should.
Here we go. Sardari and Silva, same height, but Silva has almost 10 centimeter reach advantage. There's only a year difference of age between the pair.
And introducing first the man fighting out of the blue corner. He is 31 years old. He's 180 centimeters tall. He has a record of 13 wins, 4 losses. Hailing from Brazil, representing Nova União, Gracie Barra, Carlao Silva. And introducing next his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is 32 years old. He is 180 centimeters tall. He has a record of 19 wins, 5 losses. Hailing from the Netherlands, representing Team Honey Badgers, Agy The Wolverine Sardari. And referee for this bout will be Mr. Daniel Sharifi.
Guys, you know the rules. Fight hard, fight clear. Listen to my comments all the time. When I say stop, you're gonna stop. No questions. Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
Main event.
Judge, time ready, fight's ready, let's go!
We are the main event, the lightweight title on the line, the pinnacle of LFL 19. Here we go.
For Silva, he cannot win the belt, but he can still pick up the biggest win of his career tonight here in Amsterdam.
Little hesitation from Silva. Looks for the inside line on the jab.
Sardari pressuring forward. It's a good body kick there, right under the elbow of Silva.
Sardari's changed stance a few times, and when he has, it's to set up the kick so far. There's
body kick with the right there. Nice jab to the body as well.
And another body jab.
And now watch for the left kick again. He's used it each time he's gone to southpaw. Not this time. Instead, it is Silva who throws the rear kick and an outside kick. Now Sardari back to open stance, and it's Silva again who kicks to the open side.
Solid leg kick from Sardari there.
Lots of kicking going on so far from both guys.
Nice exchange.
Yeah, now we get to the knuckles.
Big shot
punches in to get inside to the elbow. Watch, Sardari will try to strike on the exit. If there is an exit, Silva may try to get on top.
Silva's big for this weight class. I'm not surprised he didn't make the weight.
You're right.
He's a big, big boy.
And when you don't make weight, it doesn't mean you didn't cut a lot of weight and then just not be able to do it. So he was 7 pounds over 155, so he was...
Oh, beautiful shot right on the button.
Great right hand.
Front headlock.
Good recovery.
Good job done by Silva. Get back in the fight.
I was saying after trying to cut weight, he only topped out at 162. So, you know, he could have cut down from 180 plus and be all of that right now in the cage.
Always take into consideration that he's, you know, done a lot of traveling from far to get here, but
yeah,
a lot of guys do that, of course.
Of course. And he is a big guy, there's no question. And that size will matter right here when you're pushed up against the fence, when you're on this vertical playing surface here. That's where Sardari will feel Silva's weight and size and the advantage of weighing in so much larger, half a weight class larger.
Nice trip there by Sardari.
Beautiful
on top.
But solid scramble.
Silva makes enough space to get to 4 points and then get up. Sardari's got his ear in tight on him.
It's a good job dragging him back down to the mat. Oh, he looks to take the back, and he does. That was quick.
He's got one hook in. It looks like he's going for the rear naked. It's not under the jaw yet. It's crushing it.
He does not need the second hook and instead floats through to what can be really a weird modified high mount in this position, even with your man against the cage. Right now, it's about position to strike.
Good elbows by Sardari.
Triangle he can set up here.
Hard elbow.
Instead looked for the crucifix.
Wraps up that leg and then drops it.
Not the cage.
Sardari's doing a great job transitioning from position to position and making the most out of those positions so far.
If these guys were watching earlier, they'll know not to grab the cage. Daniel will take a point.
Bit of a wild swing exchange to two before they get back in the clinch. Nice elbow from Silva.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, hook to the head kick. Then back to orthodox stance, moving his head well, changes stances again and strikes his way in.
Looks like Silva slowing down.
That knee to the belly won't speed him up either.
Another knee from the clinch from Sardari.
Good job by Sardari to move sidewards
30 seconds left in this round.
There's 20 more minutes, 20 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, so you don't want to be in a rush, but at any moment, you try to create that special fight-changing opening.
And remember, this is a 5-round fight as well. Both fighters will be aware of that. Nice elbow over the top in the clinch from Sardari.
Step sidewards and landed a beautiful elbow. Really good first round from Agy Sardari.
Yeah. Inside crescent kick.
Round one.
Gotta love it. Fun round.
Fascinating round there. Sardari seeming to get the best of it. And Silva looking a little exhausted, leaning against the cage, breathing heavy. Sardari just hands on hips, chilling in his corner.
That was the best shot. Coming in, Silva was focused on what he was going to do, and Sardari just lit him with a straight right hand.
Delightful little trip there.
Using rotation. Here it's not quite a mount because he's not over the knees and into the hips, but you just position yourself and use leverage to control with everything you have but one weapon and use that weapon to bludgeon.
Okay, we're gearing up for the second round. Silva breathing a little heavy there.
Sardari looking really fresh.
Fight!
Sardari just soaks up that leg kick.
Sardari's in mirrored stance again, so he's been throwing the left kick from here, and his man is moving towards the open side. So watch for a left hand, or left kick. Elbow on the exit.
But Silva needs to be careful about getting locked in with the cage there. Nowhere to move if your back's against the cage.
Silva wanted to throw a spinning elbow, it seemed like.
I think Sardari could see it, and so threw a really obvious fake to draw it out.
It's very calm.
Sardari's seeing everything really well.
He's got a great eye for sure.
Oh, some beautiful little flurry of strikes there that connected.
He does a great job of constantly pressuring Silva, so he's always got to be, Silva's always got to be ready for Sardari to throw something, and it's very tiring.
And different kinds of pressure and different rhythms of pressure. Different weapons, different stances. It's very tiring on the brain, too.
Body lock by Sardari.
Reverses the clinch.
Oh, Chimara here by Silva.
Good work, Silva.
Doesn't quite land, but he ends up in a more dominant position.
Silva's working really hard, however. These are all high exertion movements. When they separate, watch for him to take a deep breath. If he does, Sardari will see it even more clearly than we will.
I'd like to see Sardari step back because he's doing a great job in the striking.
And Sardari is throwing a lot of knees from the clinch, which is exactly what Van Busel did, also from Team Honey Badger.
He might be feeling Silva fatigue here in this, though. So even though separation is good, maybe 30, 40 more seconds of this, wear him down even more.
Oh, glorious little takedown.
And see how he is on his back. Here, remember, he just took a hip position here to strike with. Now he's going to free a right hand, right elbow. Control the far wrist. Watch his right hand become free and right elbow become free. Right. No. Oh. Instead, he
good job by Silva.
Yeah.
That's a few times now Sharifi has mentioned Silva grabbing the cage. Might not be too far away from a point deduction.
Yeah, that would be brutal for Silva to lose a point for that. Sardari's got to feel them. You can see there's some anecdotal signs of fatigue that you can see in this process. So Sardari's feeling that too, if indeed Silva is slowing, even slightly.
Going for a guillotine. Front headlock position,
now watch.
But good
Deep
job.
breath or no. Hands up high.
Silva needs to move away from the cage.
Silva, is bouncing and he's got his hands high. But there are elements of fatigue in him. I love the choice by Silva.
That
body shot to an overhand. Takedown feint by Sardari. He's going to work.
Oh, got that left into the clinch.
Beautiful. He's going to get this one now.
That was another cage grab from Silva.
Feels like the takedown is available to him and that he may actually be choosing just to make his man work.
Yeah, burn his arms out.
You know?
When you burn out the arms, more oxygen is needed, and he's already tired, so.
There it is.
And he didn't really need to do it too much. Just let him up again. make him work to get up, take him down, make him work to get up again. When you can feel a guy fatiguing, it's a really smart move. Now see if he starts throwing here. And switches and switches again. Good stuff.
Ate a few there.
Good stuff by Silva. Really good. Whether he's tired or not, he's now in a fight where he's going to his instincts, which is attack and destroy. He's trying to get a breath, but Sardari is using footwork to not allow him to get one.
Meaty leg kick from Sardari.
43 seconds remaining.
Feints again by Sardari to set up his strikes.
And that left is finding its home all fight.
Sardari's sense of the round and sense of the soup is really, really good. He understands the water. When to turn it up. When to pressure. When he's safe to take some risks. Got a really good sense of the truth of the round.
He's throwing some lovely fakes, but eats a little spinning elbow there. Not much force behind it, but enough to make Sardari think.
Yeah, spinning elbow of his.
And that one in the clinch.
That one was much more crisp.
End of round two.
Another good round in this lightweight title fight. Both men looking good, but Sardari is beginning to feel starting to edge that distance and just move up the gears a little.
Sardari's showing you a lot of things. He's showing the punches and the kicks and the movement, but he's showing maturity and his ability to understand what the truth of it is. He's seeing everything. He's understanding where Silva is fatigue-wise and mind-wise. He really has a good sense of what's happening here and what he's making happen and what he can control. That's the thing about fighting. Like life, there's so much beyond your control. You have to accept the truth of what is and then figure out what you can work on. He's doing that extremely well.
We're gearing up for the third round of this LFL lightweight title. Sardari in the white. Oh, eats a little shot there from Silva.
Came in a little too wide, a little too open.
Silva will be most dangerous in these first 2 minutes of this round, and each round going forward now.
First time we've seen this. Silva pressuring Sardari now.
And sometimes it's easy to see too much of one thing and not enough another, and we've definitely noticed at times in these rounds Silva's slowed down, but Silva could be sensing Sardari slowing down as well.
Short break there for a groin shot, but didn't bother Sardari too much. Oh, and Silva clocked Sardari coming in there.
Yeah, he's hit him a few times this round.
Good inside leg kick there by Sardari. Another one. Now it's Sardari again, walking Silva down, pressuring the Brazilian again.
Watch for something up high now. Kick or punch. Or go right back down to the leg again.
So I want to see, oh, nice right hand there by Sardari. I want to see him throw more combinations. After his shots, he walks up to Silva into the clinch. Gives him a chance to recover.
Oh, Silva rocked a right hand through the chaos there. It was an untidy exchange, and he was the one who landed harder.
Slow knee, easily dodged by Sardari.
Jab by Sardari.
Silva starting to slow a little bit with some of these shots.
He's had these first 2 minutes of round three have been among his best minutes.
Nice combination there by Sardari. Connected with two good shots, goes to the body. Good choice there.
And blood is leaking out of Silva's face.
Silva landed a good shot.
He did.
And Sardari came in though.
That left cheek or maybe above the eye of Silva is leaking claret.
Doesn't feel like the first time Silva's had that experience, that's for sure. There's scarring all around his face. This man is well traveled and highly experienced. That hurts.
These leg kicks are beginning to take a bit of a toll on Silva.
Silva turned the shin out on that one, however, and that probably hurts Sardari even more.
And Silva's hands have progressively dropped as the fight's gone on. Which, considering Sardari's had some success with that left coming in, and there's another one.
Nice left hand there by Sardari, and walking Silva down now.
Ooh. Silva landed a good one there. Silva's still very dangerous.
Yeah, he's finding Sardari open when Sardari comes in.
Silva's dangerous halfway through round 3, halfway through the fight, 5-round fight. And Silva looks like a different fighter than he did in round 1 and 2. Different style.
There. You see Silva starting to limp a little bit.
He has some bright red scratches, cuts on the inside of his leg from all those inside leg kicks that Sardari's been throwing. And there's another one.
Wrapped it around.
Sardari was ready for those strikes of Silva. And he's not really blocking those leg kicks. He's just lifting his leg.
Yeah, it's better than taking it full, but not much better. And it's when Silva moves to right hand forward, something he didn't do through the first rounds, and he doesn't look the most comfortable with it. It suggests that he's doing it out of a damage to his front leg, his left leg. Let's see if he does it again.
Nice jab there by Sardari.
The next time Sardari lands a kick on the left leg of Silva, watch for Silva to switch stance immediately. Now Sardari's faking it to get in.
Some severe bruising on the inside of Sardari's leg there.
He didn't even throw the kick, and he instigated the stance change. Watch again. There. He's getting him to drag that front left leg back there all the time. It's really damaged. There's no question.
Oh, nice combination.
Brutal head kick. Interesting decision to go for the takedown here, but 10 seconds left in the round.
Front choke by Silva. Doesn't have it, though.
Sardari had a great last minute, but the closest round of the 3.
The limbs and face of Silva are beginning to show the damage. Sardari looks broadly unharmed, but did eat quite a few shots coming in, and that avenue is still open for Silva. If Sardari's a little bit lackadaisical when he closes that distance, there is space for Silva to make a shot that counts.
Yeah, Silva has landed a couple, especially in that round, but Sardari has been the one getting through most.
And we're heading into the 4th and 5th rounds of this fight, the ones where you know, if you're regularly a 3-round fighter, you may not have quite as much experience with stressing your bodies in ways you might not be used to. And in this situation, Sardari looks to be the fresher man.
If Silva's left leg is hurt, and you know, we've seen thousands and thousands of fights and all the details around them, and we can tell you it is to some degree. You can either smash it, or you can fake that you're going to smash it, get him to respond and exploit that response.
We go the 4th round in this lightweight title fight. Sardari versus Silva.
There it is.
He kicks with it, though.
Yeah, but yep, and that's a good sign. It's a good psychological sign. See how he never switched stances in the first 2 rounds until the left leg had.
Beautiful body
really
kick
nice
there by Sardari.
And that found pure meat.
Oh, he's hurt.
A little stumble on that left leg of Silva's. He's a bit heavy, not wanting to put weight on it.
Sardari's hands aren't just fast, quick, but they move in the cleanest possible trajectory from his chin to your chin. Kicks it again, watch for a stance switch. Makes him think about it, and then throws that speedy left hook. Gonna kick it now.
Be intriguing to see whether Sardari fakes that inside leg kick and goes for a high left to hit the head.
Yeah, you got to take that. And head kick on it. Love it.
Takes the back.
Drags him
down. trying to get the hooks in, but Silva knows what he's doing on the ground.
Yeah, so he chooses punches instead.
Oh,
Big
waiting for that.
Yep. Through the kickoff.
Cut him open.
Yeah, cut him again. Through the kickoff, the clinch from the back, and then the knee. Sardari is so good. He's so dangerous everywhere.
Very fluid.
Yeah. All these kind of in-between positions.
Shoots again, Sardari.
Double chain's got his hands locked. He's going to be able to lift him up.
He gets in to get Silva down.
Nice
and then headlock position.
And then just backs out to see what he's going to do. He comes in low, so he goes chest to back on him. You can choke from here, takes the back off the escape punch.
I think Silva is about to be done.
Yeah, there's a lot of flow here from Sardari.
Sardari's putting a beating on him in the fourth round.
And he's looking for that rear naked. Silva's wriggling out of it, but these shots are opening up a chance for the arm to slip under the neck.
Overwhelming Silva in the fourth.
Oh, it looks like it could be under. This could be it.
Got him.
There it is.
Got it.
Yeah, he's hiding his hands. Well, it's not quite there.
There it is. Agy Sardari is the new LFL Lightweight champion. A dominant 4-round performance. Incredible work from the Dutchman.
Beautiful performance by Agy Sardari. Showed everything he has in his arsenal. Beautiful striking, takedowns, grappling, finished with a beautiful rear naked choke submission win.
A true MMA clinic. Sardari, a Swiss Army knife of violence, and here's the finish.
MMA is the sport, but the way this man competed and expressed himself today, that's just free fighting. Free fighting, where everything flows into the next thing. There is no striking, grappling, trapping, wrestling. It's all just one thing. It's a natural expression of violence unique to this man. And it ends with a choke.
Brutally efficient, exciting, creative performance from Sardari. And now he will soon have the gold wrapped around his waist.
Is it an athletic artist or an artistic athlete? It's just flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by rear naked choke and new lightweight champion of Levels Fight League, Agy The Wolverine
Congratulations. That was a beautiful, beautiful performance of free fighting, where your punches flow into your kicks, flow into your grappling, and it was all just, it looked natural. It looked like what you were put on earth to do. How did it feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing. I asked for a tough opponent, and I got him because we had some contact with the state, and I just want to say one thing and leave all the speeches behind it. Sean Shelby, we had some contact before. I think it's time. Please give us a call. 20-5. Should I collect all the belts in Europe, or?
I mean, you have the skill now and the ability to perform. You should be able to fight anywhere you want. How does it feel to add this belt to your path and your story?
It's just one of the belts. It's just one of the belts, but the 4 rounds, it was a tough one. I like some of the rounds because it's preparing me for the next thing. Love it.
Yeah, you honestly look like you were put on earth to do this tonight, my friend. Take this moment. You earned it. Say anything you want to say.
I want to thank all the supporters, family, everyone who's here with me. My fans, friends, my team couldn't have done it without you. As I said, I have one dream. If it's not the UFC, it's nothing.
Well, today you are the LFL Lightweight Champion of the world, the Wolverine, Agy Sardari.
Excellent performance, and still got a high ceiling there. You know, he put on a bit of a clinic. He didn't rush in. He was comfortable, strong, creative, and just made the damage count in the 4th round.
Yeah, he showed a full game. His striking looked beautiful. Some really good boxing, some beautiful kicks. The inside leg kick was a big part of the fight. Scored a beautiful takedown, took the back, scored the rear naked choke in a beautiful way. Excellent fighter. I've known of him for a while, and I think he deserves a shot. Just test himself against the best, but his opponent today was game. Very tough opponent, made a statement. And very impressed with Agy Sardari today.
Yes. And let's not forget Silva came 3 kilograms overweight, and Sardari came through that bout with aplomb. It didn't make any difference to him.
Well, it also looks like another part of his life is going to change. I'll tell you, being a father is the greatest thing in the world. But tonight, he also is a champion of the greatest fight league in all of Europe, LFL.
And we have had one hell of an evening. We ran the full gamut of fascinating bouts. We can look at some of these bits at the beginning. Franz Gymchi, what a fight that was against Morero. What the first round, Gymchi almost out of it, and then used his grappling in the second to get this fantastic finish against all odds and adversity. Had our second fight, Risy.
What a fight that was.
What a fight.
Awkward fight. A lot of fun, though.
Yeah, a lot of
really
fun.
Weird, funky, strange fight.
A lot of coloring outside the lines.
If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it in the future. Here's maybe the knockout of the night. Van Busel with a beautiful knee, left knee.
So much control.
Knee, knuckles, knee, and just flow, man.
And he's a teammate of Sardari as well, and you saw some of that with the way they both use knees in the clinch. Scary team out there. Then we had a draw, a hard-fought, gnarly draw between Bennett and Buchv. And the commentary team declared ravaging honey badger, I think we settled on.
Not ravaging, it was ravenous. The ravenous honey badger.
It was the funky.
I love this kid.
Tonight we were called the Funky Fight League. It was different.
Fight after fight, really. LFL every single time. The best matchmakers on this side of the world, the best show on this side of the world. And look at that, left knuckles big.
Gorgeous finish from Stuart Austin there.
Austin's looking really good in this weight class.
Yeah. Incredible. 118 kilograms, looking lean, scary for the heavyweight division. And here is our main event again, when Sardari won the LFL Lightweight title with a rear naked choke against Silva. So that is us done for LFL 19. Another incredible show. Make sure you follow us on LFL MMA across social channels, LFLMMA.com. Stay tuned for our next event. Will be closer to the end of the year, most likely beginning of November. And until then, Robin, Stefan, thank you very much for a terrific evening.
Pleasure, guys. And everybody else, until next time, enjoy the hostilities, my friends.
We'll see everyone very soon. Au revoir.